Doctor, tell me what's up. Ron's here. Cuddlefish. Oh, my sitting on. What's up, everybody? What's up? Well, hello, welcome. It is Friday night. Yeah. Zill brings the bacon is here. Dr. Tolbert is here. The Wraith is here. Cuddlefish is here. As well as Frostbitten Gnome. And I am here for some 8-bit computer goodness. Hope you're having a good Friday night or Saturday morning, wherever in the world you are. We are currently listening to a demo from the scene, and we're about to dig into it. We're talking about who this is. We've seen it before. Zoe says, be right back, cleaning my teeth. That's an interesting way to say that. Brushing teeth, cleaning teeth. You've been watching The X-File. I don't know where that QR code goes. I'm a little scared to click on it. Little scared to click on it, yo. In memoriam of Pete or Pill. I'm assuming Pete since it's rest in peace there. The credits are coming down. Let's make sure we get everything right here. MayorMcCheese, what's up? Checkmate. MayorMcCheese is here doing the work that is required by getting those demos marked in our videos. You've got no idea how much that takes off of me. So thank you so much, MayorMcCheese. Ron Triniton, thank you so much. Just resub for 6 months. Tier 1 to subscribe for 6 months. Is that Stibbins? Welcome in, Stibbins. Thank you for the follow this very minute. Oh, it looks like Zoe just 3 minutes ago had resub before she went to clean those teeth. 57 minutes. Crazy. Graftark, what is going on, my friend? Can't quite see the alerts for some reason. They're not all showing up. Where are my alerts at? Why are they not showing up? Thank you for the follow. Is that Colibri? Nukem is here. What's up? Let me maximize that. I can't see nothing because I'm having to look at my little bitty screen. Make it larger. Colibri, is that how you say it? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Lurking while I walk through Mernards. All right, perfect. That is awesome. Yeah, Nukem, thank you so much. Pup Kitten Trot, how is your Friday, Saturday going? Yabba dabba doo, you big Scooby-Doo Flintstones guy. The Exile's been watching The X-File. Declassified. And if you're seeing something flashing, warning, flashing lights, if you're seeing something flashing underneath me, why, it is just me grabbing a cheese. Boy, I really... There's that Commodore 64 Ultimate. SID chip is hooked up to that bad boy right there. We're gonna be looking at some software tonight. And before the show started, I was like, none of my demos are running. What is up? And I'd unplugged the real hardware devices here because I have a serial connector and a tape connector here. What is that, a user port? What is it considered? And for some reason, I wasn't loading them up, so I tried resetting everything, and I wasn't having it, so finally I just unplugged them. But we'll get them plugged back in. Did you plug in the SID chip? I did, the Wraith. We're listening to one of the SID chips now. We're listening to the ARMsid. Home is here. HomeVic31. Keep up good work. Thank you. What is up, HomeVic? Sig. Did you install the SID chip? I installed one of them. I did install I installed the ARMsid. Let's see if we can see it. There it is right there. Look. Ah! I haven't tried the Pico one yet though. What do you think? Andrew Aaron, what's up, my friend? How was your Friday, Saturday going? Yeah, we're looking at the SID chip in Bank 1. I have another one as well, but it's a Pico, and I want to try both of them. Then I'm going to decide and pair them, whatever I do. Usually I have the demo title name up here. Wonder why that's not showing up. It should be showing up. It's on top of that. Huh. Wonder why it's not showing up. Oh, is it behind something? Oh, it can't be behind something. There's nothing to be behind. Font's wrong, maybe? Where's it at? Oh, I know what happened. I know what's going on. I wonder why that worked earlier. I was like, that's not supposed to work like that. And then it worked, and I'm like, that's not supposed to work. So I see what happened. I see. Now I know why. Because I was thinking, that's not supposed to work. And I'm like, hey, but it did, so I'll just let it ride. And now I see that it did not work. Cap Giver, what's up? Conspirico is here as well. Getting started in just a minute. Axel Nightshade is here, just here to say hi. Not on for long, off to the Commodore event tomorrow and have to be up early. What Commodore event are you going to, Axel? Axel's in our community server, as well as Chorus Labs, look at that. And has been working on some Sprite stuff, and is also another developer on the Commodore 64. Axel, do you have like a, did we determine if you had a streaming Zap 64 live? Oh, that is awesome. Let's go take a look at that. Let's go take a look at that. All right, so there's our, but that's not the right title. I'll have to get, we're going to run this one again in a little bit, and we'll give it the proper credit it deserves. We'll give it the proper credit. It was mostly just a test because I had to figure out what was going wrong earlier. So apparently whenever I plugged in some of these other devices, it just kept loading, which I can't figure out why. We'll figure out why though. I think it has something to do with numbers. Let's go take a look at Zap Live. Hashtag Zap Live, says Captain Kipper. Some good guests this year. So let's go take a look at that before we get started on our software extravaganza tonight. Yeah, Captain Kipper says, never mind, confirmed. Confirmed. All right, let me get into this. We'll bring up that, and then we will head over to Zap 64. That's two Z's, just like the cartoon me and Scott watched this past week. It was called The Bots Master, from the 90s. And the kid's name was it Zachary, Zach, Zippity Doo Dah? What was his name? All right, so here is the official, the definitive guide. Of course, remember the Zap magazine, right? I'm assuming that's all related to this, but the definitive guide to the Zap 64 home. Is this the official site? It looks pretty official, doesn't it? Axel, can you confirm if this is the site or if it is somewhere hidden elsewhere? Tanda Gasa, what up? Is the computer club? That cartoon was so weird. What, you didn't like the you didn't like the stuff? You didn't like the you didn't like all the action? There we go. Zap Live 2026. That looks like we were typing in. You didn't like the Bots Master? Village Remix. Let's see. Do they have an official website, or is it just, I'm seeing a bunch of references to it, but is there an official, like, look at me, I am the official? Fusion Books is the official thing, right? Fusion Retro Books there. Was that one? Okay, let me get out through here. Make sure I'm going to the right place. Fusion Retro Books, is that right? Fusion Retro Books, is this the people who are putting it on for us, maybe? Captain Kipper says Zap Live. You keep saying that, and I keep typing in Zap ZZAP bang live. Is that not what I typed in? ZZAP bang badang live 2026. Ticket Taylor for selling tickets, and we got Remix. Will yet again be a 2-day event. This is Remix 64. We're proud to announce Zap Live 2026. The one to book the tickets will show you. Okay, so the Ticket Taylor. Never heard of these people before. Ticket Taylor Introductions. We're proud to announce our Zap Live 2026 event. This is where Axel will be going tomorrow. Super Jelly. Standard event tickets over on Saturday only, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. To all the event to offer. So Axel, please take some pictures and share it with us in the Discord server if you don't mind. I would love to see them. Got some guests here. Graft Gold. Hey, where you at, Graft Dark? Got your friend here. Sensible Software. Oh, from Sensible Soccer. Oh, Stu Cambridge. Oh, that's awesome. Some Ocean Software, DMA Design. Yeah, Matt Gray. Oh, this is great. Legend Rob Hubbard. Look out. Look at that. Andrew Barnabas. I know all these names. Yeah, Christian Simpson, Simon Pick, of Narc, Tony Werner. Am I saying that right? Beneath the Steel Sky. I can never say his name right. We even covered that game and I still can't do it. And Jeff Mentor's gonna be there. What is Paraphractic there? Did I miss which one is? Did he go by his his real name, or did he go by let's see. Oh yeah, right there. Christian Simpson. Duh. I always forget that's his real name. Christian Simpson. Paraphractic CEO of Commodore International. Sweet. Run by there. Captain Kipper, what did you go to? Come on, let's go. Let's all go. Maybe speaking interchant to help. Man, I am super jealous of this. This looks so much fun. Man, I wish we could go to something like this. This is amazing. Oh, so, I wonder if you could take a look at the Ultimate Edition. Oh, it's a raffle? Oh, Axel, put my name in. Axel's like, man, if I was going to put your name in, I'd just put my name in twice. What you talking about? Raffles at the event are extremely popular. That we are grateful to Commodore International for donating a Founders Edition Commodore 64 to the raffle. That is awesome. Look at here at the Village Hotel right there. Yeah. Let's just take a peek real quick and see where that's. Okay, the Village Hotel Coventry. There you go. Look at that. That is a nice place. Gonna hit the Starbucks right away. Right. Oh, look at this place. I want to go so bad, Axel. I am so jealous in a really nice way, though. Right. A really nice way, in a way that's like I'm jealous, but I'm also so happy that someone we in the community is getting to go to this. It's amazing. Yeah, try to get a shout out. That would be amazing, my friend. That would be awesome, Axel. Get us a shout out. That would be. We'll play the crap out of that. We'll have so much fun with that. I feel like I'm a little bit high in my chair tonight. I don't feel special. Yeah, Captain Kipper, it is cool. Have a great time. I need more events around me. We had looked not that long ago. Tauber says totally jealous in a nice way. Absolutely. That's awesome. But I got so much lined up with the Nerdtacular and things anyway. So, but I man, if I had opportunity and I lived anywhere near you, man, we'd be hanging out. We'd be hanging out tomorrow, Axel. We'd be checking it out. Yeah, man, look at all these legends too. That is amazing. I'm excited about that. All right. Hey, welcome in. Oh, hi. As you can tell, I got some cables poking out right there, right? Speaking of paraphractic, right? We got paraphractic right there. In the past episodes we've done, we focused a lot on hardware, and this week I thought we might focus on software, but we can't do that without some hardware. And so I brought out my different forms of mediums to load up on their Commodore 64 Ultimate. Unfortunately, this 1541 is not functional. I've got to take a look at it. I have two. I believe MayorMcCheese sent one with a Jiffy DOS, I believe. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. That's the Jiffy DOS. So MayorMcCheese, do you recognize this one? Look familiar, this 1541? And then we have this cassette player. I don't know if before Tank Girl's here, but I think this one might have been the one. I have it, once again, I got to get my labels and stuff and all this stuff and put them on the bottom of the machines as well and not just in the containers because I meant to look. A Collected Gamer says, Commodore's back, baby, and I'm here for it. Yeah. And then, so we went to, so this was my lineage here. So, right, I had a cassette for my VIC-20. And then when I got my Commodore 64, I got a 1541, right? Expensive, as expensive as the Commodore 64. And then later on, you pop up to the 1571, which can go two modes. It can go into a faster burst mode for the 1571, but is backwards compatible with the 1541 stuff that you did. And these are all 5 1/4 floppies. And then you get to your 1581, and this is your more modern 3.5, right? This, and this all function. This needs repair. Yeah, so yeah, the Capgiver says the 1541 is twice the price as the Commodore 64. That's because when it came out, the Commodore 64 was already in production, right? And they were able to get the price down. These were being produced, and they were a full computer inside. Had a 65. Was it 6510? Just like same processor, right, as in the Commodore 64. So it has its own processor, which made it extremely slow in how it communicated. But Jiffy DOS took care of some of that as well as some other solutions. But we're not here to talk too much about the hardware, even though we will kind of pop in and out on those things. We're mostly here to talk about software. That's right, Captain Kibber also had 2K RAM, so it was a 6502. Okay, right. I thought is it the 6510, but I thought it was a 6502 architecture, but it was a 6510. Is that? I might be wrong. I could totally be wrong. I am most likely wrong. I would trust what Captain Kipper says over me any day. Axel says, I've not seen that tape before. I have the Commodore 1530 model. Oh, nice. Oh, send us some pictures of that too. Axel says, someone got it to process code as it is nearly a Commodore 64 with RAM. Yeah, I've seen people mess around with that. I haven't seen... I haven't dug too deep into it, but I know it is possible. 6510 in the C64, 6502 with some extra lines. Right. 2K RAM is probably worth a lot nowadays with our current situation. Thank you for the follow, Rain _ Welcome in. It is Friday, and I am your host, Brian Dunaway, and we are in the middle of 8-Bit Computer Club. Now, I'm going to turn this off real quick, and I'm going to plug in these interfaces again, and I'm going to see if I can still run that demo. Make sure that I've got the right one as well. Let me see. Let me make sure that I got the right. Let me make sure that I got the right stuff. You got the right stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys. I went to Zoe's senior breakfast. Zoe's my daughter. And I went to her senior breakfast today for, she's only got 5 more school days left of senior year in high school. And then she'll go on to college. But they were presenting where different people were going to, right? The different colleges and, you know, and the different life choices that people were making. And one of the people was going in. They're going into the Space Force, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." I'm like, "You didn't tell me you can go into the Space Force." I mean, she's gonna do the. Of course, she's gonna do. She's gonna be a mechanic, and she's looking at that kind of stuff and welding. So that's really cool as well. But going into the Space Force, it's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, like, that sounds like kind of cool. So there's like a bunch of different colleges, tech schools, you know, higher end schools as well, high education schools, high prestige schools, just people going everywhere. They even honored those who were just going straight into the workforce. And I said, well, you don't have like a thing for people taking a couple years off, traveling the world? Can't get those guys up there too, because that's what I did. And then you know, they did some military things, but they did all military things and did the Space Force. And I was like, oh man, if I did go into the military, oh man, as far as I know, we're not at war with any aliens. So I think that might be the way to go. Capgiver says, I chuckle every time I hear the phrase Space Force. I do too, but it's also way cool, right? Capgiver says, I paid $500 for my first 1541 in 1984. I believe it. Yeah. I believe it. All right. So I have reconnected my devices. All right. And my SID did change because, did it save it though? I reset everything so that we could play those demos. So let's take a look at that real quick, and then we'll get into the other. SID socket 1 is enabled, and it has detected the ARMsid. So that is good. 1K ohm resistor. Oh, is that when you... I've seen people put the 1K ohm resistor on there, but I usually see it when they do it in pairs. Is that something you have to do? I haven't done that yet, so I got to look into that. But more importantly, let's take a look at our built-in drive. That one's enabled. It's enabled as a 1541 by default. And it is on drive bus ID 8. And, you know, we're going to use that ROM. We have different ROMs for if we were doing different types, but we're not doing that. So it should automatically detect the other types automatically. You don't have to enter anything in there. It should just automatically detect it like a real system. Let's go back to the demo we were just running so we can say we did the same one. By the way, I'm going to give a shout out once everybody settles in and gets settled in. Welcome in. I see you back there in the back. Come on in. Come into 8-Bit Computer Club. Find yourself a seat. Find yourself a 8-bit computer, whether it be an Apple II, Apple IIe, or if it is a Commodore. Maybe want to go old school, some VIC-20s or Commodore 64. Maybe you want to sort of kind of Texas Instruments got a mixed system that's basically 8-bit. We've talked about that. But find yourself a seat and grab your favorite 8-bit computer and your favorite type-in magazine as we get ready to kick off the 8-Bit Computer Club for Friday night, May 15th. Welcome in. Oh, hi, The Wraith. Hello, fellow 8-bitters. Captain Cooper says many demos require a PAL system and a 8580 SID to sound right. Right. Does the ARM emulate the 8580? And we've definitely done some demos since we installed the ARMsid. So, and it sounded pretty good last time, but that's a really good point. That's a really good point, Captain. Drexington Von Greybeard, what's up? Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Ron says I'll sit in the back and play with my TI-84 calculator. Gonna graph us some stuff, are you? We were watching the X-Files earlier. This is a demo. Let's see, it's by Chorus from 1993. And before we start that demo again, let's make sure that we get their information on screen. CSDB, the Commodore Scene Database .dk, is a place where I go to lots of times. But these demos were included with the Commodore 64 Ultimate, and we've really been enjoying these over the last couple of months. So let's make sure that we get the proper information. Last one I was watching looks like might have been that one. This one is. While I get this typed in, I'm going to also mention we are going to be looking at some adventure software. So some software that will allow us to create our own adventures. I've got a couple of them lined up, and we'll talk about them just in a minute. Did you guys ever have any games? What's the word I'm looking for? Did you guys ever use any software to create your own games? Not like programming, like user interface, IDEs, IED, whatever. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Anything like that. I got a new calculator this week, says Captain Kipper. A vintage HP 25 complete in box. Nice. Yeah, Monkey, I said IEDs. Using any IEDs? You're going to use some IEDs there to do your thing? No? Fine. All right. So we got the X file up there. There we go. So now let's take a look at this demo to see if it will run now that we got our other devices plugged in but not turned on. All right. So I got them plugged in to the serial interface of the Commodore 64 Ultimate, and the what is the I always call it the cassette port, but I don't think it's officially called the cassette port. But I got that plugged in as well. But they're all, well, the cassette port is actually turned on automatically. It feeds out information, right? All right, so this is taking longer already, so I think there probably is a problem. Axel says, I used the Quill. I don't know what that is, but I'm interested. All right, so this is already taking longer than it should. I'm not getting any response. So let's turn this off, and we're going to just have just the serial interface plugged in, and we're going to keep out the cassette because that thing can go active immediately, right? Because once you plug it in, it can act, it can, you know, it gets its power from the port power. Oh, the Swedish hard rock band, says Dr. Tolbert. By the way, I'll be seeing Dr. Tolbert, and I'll be seeing Zoe Brings the Bacon, and I'll be seeing Tonda Gasa, and who else is in the chat room right now? Who is coming to the hoo-ha, the Nerdtacular at the very beginning or the middle of next month? Who else is here that is going that I haven't seen? Axel says, no, a Welsh guy. I met him last Zap live. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, Nuka says, I wish I could go. No money's bad timing. Yeah, I know it. I wish we could. I wish I could come to everybody's house. How about that? Just set yourself up a cozy 8-bit corner, and I'll be right over. All right. Looks like we're getting the same thing. So maybe the fact we've got this turned off, but we've got the serial connector plugged in, would that cause this issue? What if I turned the units on? Interesting. So we've removed the cassette from the chain, right? Now, I don't want to get too hung up on this part because we can always just unplug it and replug it. So I've got built-in is set to 8, device 8. I have it. Then I have in the chain, I've got the 1571 as 9, and then I got the 1581 as 10. And of course, the tape I think either uses 4 or 5, right? Is that right, or something like that? Or I can't remember what it was, but automatically, I don't think there's a switch on that one. But anyway, tuning the Azimuth to get the tapes to load. That's right, the Wraith. Zoe says, we won't see Monkey Bananas, but I will see him. Oh, that's right. You're going to see. You've done that before, right? You stop in. Dr. Tolbert says, we got a spare bedroom. Come on. I'm coming. Brian Klaus is coming to town. Brian Claus is coming to town. Yeah, some of the new demos require special steps. That's right, Axel. And actually, they have they'll typically give you a config file script to run, essentially. But we figured out that we were definitely able to, with everything unplugged, we were able to run this demo at the top. So, and I reset everything back to default, and I'm going back to the same demo, and that way we can confirm. Okay, so, okay, it's loading now. Okay, so the drives were plugged in through the serial, but they were turned off. Interesting. So the drives were plugged in but turned off, and the Commodore 64 Ultimate was stalling out on that. I'm trying to think, was that the behavior of... I'm curious if that behavior would happen on the original hardware as well. Might have to test that out. And also have those drives chained, so it could be one or the other. Yeah, it sounds like a termination issue, Captain Kipper, right? Could be. Yep, Zoe usually goes to Minnesota first. Oh, really, Captain Kipper? I didn't know that. C64 Mini can use the file name to configure the hardware. I'm not sure if it can change SID or PAL, though. Right. Now, we watched this one before, but I think it's worth a rewatch. From 2025, The X-File by the group Chorus. There's their Commodore Scene database ID. Was it a release, or was that a group ID? I think it might be a group ID. Maybe I need to adjust my... Make sure. I also like to see when these were premiered in 2025, so maybe it was at the other Zap. What do you think about that? Tight. Documented function feature. This is the X-File. You can see this over on CSDB. You can also get an ad. August 2025 C64 demo released at Xenium 2025. Look at this mixed demo competition at Xenium 2025. Took second place. There's our people who get the credits. If you want to take a look at this on your own device, you can hit that right there. Download it. Forget the real machine. And it comes with your Commodore 64 Ultimate if you have one of those. Xenium, what happened to your legs, lady? Don't moisturize. It looks like this. Oh no! It's a demo party. Lucky. Over in Poland. Look at that. Golly. Now I just want a few people to hang out with. I can't get all that. You know what? I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it to the southeast. I don't know how long it'll take me, but I'm bringing it to the southeast. I'm bringing some kind of party. I was hoping I could do something at the Nerdtacular, but I didn't plan ahead enough. Group ID is 628. Oh, so let's fix this. So it's not released down here. That is... That is group ID. Group ID 609. Chorus. All right, let's run some software. Let's get some adventure making. We'll come back to our demos very shortly. Yeah, there is a 1K demo scene where the programs had to load on the 1024 bytes or less. Yeah. I love that kind of crap. I love that kind of crap. So to answer my question, it does look like we have to turn on our systems, which is fine, Let me see here. How do we... Let's just do a full power cycle here that way. I don't like doing it through the button. The button sucks. The button sucks on these Commodores that I have. I don't like the button. I try to use it as little as possible, a rocker button, but it's stiff. It's stiff. I don't care for it. All right, so let's just see what is on device number 9. Oh no, let's see. Oh, helps if you put the disc in. Who wants to feel the power of the disc? Who wants to feel that? Well, first of all, let's get the filter off, and then I'll start talking. I'll stop talking so loud. As you can tell, I tried to load it up, and it was not a disc in there. So let's do that. Let's get some real. Clonk. Oh, I'm like, why can't I find it? It's so quiet. But let's see what we got now. We got a couple of pounds, looks like. All right. Keep switching between keyboards, so I keep doing that. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, there we go. Clear. Now let's do a list since we've loaded it up. Let's see what's in here. So this is my work, right? So I got a sprite that I saved as well. Wonder if I can. It says it's a program, but I thought it was just some sprite data, which I made with. Let's see. This is 9, right? Searching for the sprite. Was it saying nothing? All right. How about we run it? I guess it could be in the system somewhere, but I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely in the system somewhere, but I doubt I know where it's at, is what I was actually trying to say. Let's take a look at that. Tonda says ASMR. Let's give a shout out to my good friend Tonda Gasa, who is, oh, you know what? There's been an ad running this entire time because I was fiddle farting around. Zoe, that's a great question. Have you had a chance to play much with your ZX Spectrum, Brian? So I got the, Retro, is it Retro Limited? I always forget their stupid name, and we talk about it all the time, like every week. So I have a butt ton of these retro games. This is called Retro Games. This is called Retro Games is what it's called. Yeah, I got my C64 Mini, right? Then comes to 25 new games. This one's cool because it's the Black Edition, and it has like the newer releases and not necessarily the old stuff, which you know, if it has a whole bunch of cool new games on it, right? And you can load your old games as well, but you know, whatever. Yep, see, load your own games. But great question, Zoe. Yeah. That's right. Houdini77 says sub, no ads. That's what you got to do. Sub equals no ads. So thank you for watching those ads. We appreciate your support any way you can offer it. But I didn't realize the ad was coming up. I usually try to pause what we're doing and kind of go through that. Now, Zoda asked me about the ZX Spectrum. So Retro Games had made one of these a while back, right? Full size Specky, right, from Retro Games. I ordered this from Europe. Right, yeah, right. The Ray says, wish the Commodore 64 Mini had a working keyboard. Yeah, I know, right? Now, this does actually have a working keyboard because of the size format. This is already, the Spectrum was already a really small computer. And so they were just able to, put that keyboard right on there. This is also another one too. This is I now have a real Atari 800, but this is the 400 Mini. So keyboard does not work on this one, and this is definitely much smaller than the original, but it does include the games right there. See, there are little French words there too, right? Je suis. Right, Captain says, I wish the Maxi was sold in North America. Right, me too. So I got the Maxi as well, the Commodore 64 Maxi. I had also ordered that from the UK. Right, got my Commodore 64 shirt on today. Chicken lips like it got ran over, but whatever. And so what Captain is talking about, so if you can have the Mini, but they made a Maxi as well. Retro Games did. They don't, by the way, they don't give me no money. I give them the money. But yeah, this is the full size Commodore 64. I think they also have the VIC-20 one as well, but I haven't ordered that one. But it's pretty cool, but it's not like the Ultimate where it's it's like FPGA and everything. It's basically just their little with a little almost like a Raspberry Pi inside of there or something. But for most 8-bit games, it's fine. It works. Been really tempted to order the collaboration with Retro Games and Handheld Legend, I believe it is. Is that who they are? They're making that handheld Commodore 64 and Specky handheld. I'm kind of interested in that as well. All right, whew. Boy, I got my steps in today. Jeez, I'm jumping up and down, and now I went too far on my little slide thing here, and there we go. Yeah, is that right? The Ray says, well, not a fan of the 400 keyboard or the rubber Spectrum. Same. Was not a fan of those types of those types because it's still a membrane. So technically, there are some computers that appear like they're mechanical because the keys themselves, the top parts of the keys, the keycaps have springs, and they're spring loaded, and they're not scissor type. So you got your scissor type, right, that you usually use in a lot of modern computers. But then we think of the mechanical keyboards. We think of those as the ones that go chonk, 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 chonk. Now, some of these 8-bit computers had a membrane underneath, like you would expect with like some of the little bubble rubber Spectrums and all those kind of things. Yeah, IBM buckling spring. Yeah, and so you would. So even though they feel chonky and they have that deep throw like you have on a mechanical keyboard today, they're really just membrane keyboards underneath. So they lots of times fail. We've been looking at some of those. Axel says, I love the keyboard on the Auric Atmos. I've never have I got to play one of those. And that's on my list of things I would like to do. Zoe says you get a keyboard case that encloses the ZX Spectrum to give you a more standard feel keyboard. Man, I tell you, the UK market, the European market, oh, they had so much cool 8-bit stuff. I got to travel just for that. Alps keys are the best. Many systems use them, says Captain Kipper, but the same systems also use cheap ass ones too. Those buttholes. Those flaming buttholes. What was I doing before we got... I got just a teeny bit distracted. That happens sometimes. We do keep all of the chats like over on YouTube. I make sure that I save the chats so that people coming and watching on YouTube aren't like, who's this guy talking to? He's talking to a bunch of crazy people, I suppose, in his head. No, I'm actually talking to our 8-bit community. And I do make long form content too, but it's outside the context of our live streams, which you do on Friday nights at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Have you built a lemon sprite yet? No, I have not. We need to do that. Or a lime, lemon lime, says Dr. Tolbert. I know what I was going to do. First of all, I was going to give a shout out to my good friend, Tonda Gasa. Because, first of all, Tonda, can't wait to see you. I'm going to see Tonda here very shortly. It's been way too long. We haven't seen each other in a while now. Last time we saw each other, the arcade was still open in my small town. They've since shut down due to some problems with a bad storm and a roof collapse. But anyway, finally going to get to see Tonda, and man, I've missed you so much. It's been what since was the Southeast meetup after or before we met up last time? I'm trying to remember now. Everything's so it must have been after, because we had the Southeast meetup in Savannah. Was that right? So absolutely. So Tonda's a great friend. Follow Tonda. He does retro streaming all the time now. The schedule is so full. Every time I see him pop up, I'm like, well, I got to get in there. I got to at least go lurk and hang out and say hey. But yes, Southeast was after. Okay, Tonda. But Tonda will be on tomorrow, which I'll be hanging out with probably in chat. So if you're interested in that, around noon Eastern time, I believe, Tonda, unless things have changed. And is it tomorrow request day when you take request, or are you playing more of the Star Trek? I've been playing a lot of that this week, and I've been enjoying the crap out of that. I've been wanting to play some. Give you both shout outs, says Monkey. That's right. Give all the shout outs, Monkey. 7-Up is greater than Sprite, says Houdini 7. I must have missed that part, but I love it. 7-Up is greater than Sprite. Oh, because it's Sprite. I got you. Tonda says more Star Trek because I'm near the end of it, I think. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, oh man, there's so much good Star Trek gaming that I just got to get into it. So speaking of getting into it, I need to load some stuff on here. So I know what I was doing. I was going to go into Sprite Magic. That's what you said. That's what you guys said. So, Sprite Magic, right? Let's get into this thing here. All right. So, by default, this was a type-in program. This was a type-in program in the August 1984 Computes Gazette, and it was called Sprite Magic. What we're looking at here by default is a random, I don't know if it's random, but it is a location in memory that has not been cleared out yet. It has not been zeroed out. Now you can use your arrow keys to move around on this grid. If you have ever made sprites on the Commodore 64, and perhaps other systems as well, you will see kind of, okay, so there's 3 columns here, and you fill in these blocks, and they will turn white in this case. Black is transparent. That is, I believe, is the background color, I think, is how that, because you can have 4-color sprites, but this is a 2-color sprite. We can get in that mode too. Where was I going with that? Oh, so there's 3 columns here. You may or may not be able to see them. So we got this you just do math: 128, 64, 32, and you kind of keep filling in. And when you add all the numbers up in each column and rows, and then you make data files out of them. I'm gonna get into a better description of it later, but that's kind of the big picture. So you got a column here, right? And this center, those are just numbers related to the same numbers, and the numbers repeat here, and you just fill it in. Now I'm doing it with the keyboard, and that's a little bit cumbersome. You can use a joystick as well. So see, I've got this wireless Atari joystick, right? And I can fly around here, and if I hit the button, it'll toggle on or off, right? So I could actually fill in this whole thing or erase it this way if I wanted to. Oh, but what a pain that would be. There are shortcut keys. I'm trying to remember what they all are. So let's take a look at that. Let's clear this sprite out. Oh, you know what's easier? I'll just do what I was planning on doing, which is load from disk. Will it let me define which disk to look at, because that's looking at the internal one, which is not going to find anything there, I don't think. All right, so is that just going to... Okay. I guess if you do that, the program just crashes out. Capture, I was going to say, there are keys. All right, so let's reload this again. Let's rerun this. Do you have to... yeah, I wonder if I need to see how the memory's kind of been filled again with some other data and some of the stuff we've already done because it's written to the memory. I guess it's the same data maybe. We just wrote over top of it. Okay, so if I do disk, all right, will it accept? Will it always have to go by the default, or oh, it says drive not ready. Interesting. So let me try that again. Load disk. Now, if I just type in something that's not this is not on the drive, right? This is not on the drive. So I do that, and it says drive not ready. 74 drive not ready. You best get ready, drive, says Monkey. Captain says Compute Gazette issue 14 from August 1984, right? Is that the right one? Have you right? Actually says great error checking. Are your drives set to 8? So the virtual drive in the system in the Commodore 64 Ultimate is set to 8. I then set the 1571 to 9, and then I set the 1581 to 10. And I can't access those, right? So let's confirm that. I should be, can I do a run stop on this? I can. All right. So if I go here, we can recognize a dual directory listing on device 9. Device 9 is where I have my data. Sprite there. Sprite there. Is Sprite there? Don't you see it? Is Sprite there? And that's the one I want to load into Sprite Magic. I may be asking too much of Sprite Magic. All right. It may not be able to do it. Right? Could you hack the code? We probably could. But no. So that is on 9. And if we look at, I don't think there's anything on 8 currently, because I don't have anything mounted. And we could, let's see, we could, so this is listed just as a program. So this is not a disk image, so you can't mount it, but I could load it maybe into memory, and then it would, okay, so when it loads into memory, it loads into memory, and then it just has, the application is just like, it just pulls that system right there. It starts up at 2076. Cabin says to clear out the grid for a new picture, hold Shift Clear Home. All right, so let's just do that way. Yeah, we can change the velocity. I've done that before too. Okay, so let's run it. All right. Did you see that cruise up there too? That was kind of interesting. So the Shift Clear and Home. So we got a Shift Clear Home. Okay, so that took care of it, right? Which is, yeah, that's what you do anyway. Like when you're clearing the basic screen, that's what you do. And then everything is clear. You see the sprite work on the right is not there, so that's fine. Now, you'll see how fast that moves there. Like Captain was saying, you can hit a V for the velocity, and you can increase that. And I did actually do that before. Watch how fast that cursor's flashing now, right? Watch this. Wow, look at this. I want to draw fast. I want to draw a thing quickly. Like that, right? I'm a sprite master. Mix faster. Right? Let's make us a little character here, right? Let's do that. And listen, derp. He's a derper face, right? He's a derper. He's a man derp. Man derpy. Oh, and I'm holding down the button as I draw, because you have to hold it down, right? All right. So here's our little sprite. Now another thing you can do as well. you could, so if I drew it and I was like, just like how you'd write, how you write on a poster and you're like, oh no, I made the characters over here too far right. What am I going to do? Right. So you can actually move it. I'm trying to remember. Is it the F keys? Okay, so F3 moves it down, F1 moves it to the right, Shift F1 or F2, I can go back that way. So look, what a great little mugman. So now I can move my character here. So if I want to add, since he looks like a mugman, right? He's muggy. I'm not gonna. There we go. So look at that. So now we can add another little ear on this side, right? A little poopy boop there, right? No big deal. I can just undo that one. And let's see, let's get a little separation over here, right? And there we go. So now we've got like a little dude, right? He's a little guy, a little box head, right? Little sprite. He's mugging for the camera. That's right. He's a mug man. All right. So, now we have, let's give him a little flat top here, right? Give him a little extra line there. Maybe want to make it little Oh man, I gotta slow the velocity down. I love it, but this thing is not for the weak. Here we go. So let's give it a little heavier line on the left side, right? All right, give it a little dimensionality, right? There we go. We'll do that, right? And so that gives them a little bit of dimensionality on the left hand side. Monkey says this thing is on meth. All right, and of course, it's like, oh no, and then I realize, oh my gosh, this ear on the right side is a lot higher now that I look at it, right? So but yeah, see, look, we're able to do this with our joystick, right? We're drawing with joystick, and the point behind this is instead of taking out graph paper and writing everything down and doing the math, this is supposed to save as data lines, so you can import this into your program, is my understanding. So it's basically doing the math for you. Now you also can adjust your doubling, so we can double up the Y, that's your vertical, and you can up your X as well. So there we go. So now we've got a double sized sprite, right? And that's just X and Y. Oh, that's so the Wraith asked, does it wrap? I don't think it knows how to wrap. So what happens is this is loaded into, and it doesn't clear out the sprite area before it starts, which that's one thing you can do when you're making Sprite. So this is writing into the hardware sprite area, okay? And so by default, that's got data already in it, whatever randomized data is there. And so what's happening is I'm actually, I believe, pushing this through memory. So if does it wrap? I don't think it will, because what it's going to do is it's going to push it into the next memory block. No, I'm wrong. It does wrap. Not what I was expecting, but look at that. Now we've got, look, now we got like a little animation. Not what I expected. Not what I expected. All right, very cool. Very cool. Sprite Magic, just a type-in program, free for all, from the 1984 August edition of Compute's Gazette, right? Oh yeah, Axel. So thank you, Axel, for hanging out. Glad you was able to make it to the 8-Bit Computer Club tonight. Have so much fun tomorrow at the Zap get-together. I'm going to get some Zeds for tomorrow. That's right. Going to get a few Zs and the Zeds. Axel, have fun tomorrow. Be safe. And if you get a chance, don't stress yourself out, but please share in the Discord server or however you want to the fun and activities. Don't miss out on the cool stuff trying to document. But if you get a second, take a picture or something. And tell Parafractica, hello, oh, hi. And everybody else. He really has helped spark something. So that's amazing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Captain Kipper says, yeah, have fun, but dude, post photos. Got my camera ready for Discord channel. All right. If those who don't know, if you're not part of the Discord server, you should be. Let's do that right now. Let's just bang Discord. You can type that in anytime. The bots are always listening. And it should give you the URL right there. And I'll repost it just in case Moobot is answering over on Twitch. But I will also repost it just in case for some reason that's not getting hit over on YouTube. But there you go. So yeah, just join up. Doesn't cost anything. We have the 8-Bit Computer Club and a lot of other great groups in there, including our Sunday race day folks who will be racing, I'm assuming, for the 6th soon, right? If not already. And Monkey says you can join twice. Just do it. So yeah, have fun, Axel. I'm excited. That's so exciting. Super jelly. All right, so we got that. Now we could save this to disk, but once again, I'm not sure how that part works. We can, if we hit an S, it'll give us an option for saving to tape or disk. We could save to tape. Can I plug in the tape while the Ultimate is on? I wouldn't do it on the original. But I'm not sure about the Ultimate. I don't know. Ooh, save it to cassette tape. So I totally could save it to cassette tape. Look at this right here. So this is what is this thing? A Veritron. Autobots, roll out. Let's go. Races, I wouldn't try it. Of course, we'll lose all of our data if we turn everything off. But this is just a little audio tape that plugs right in there. But got a question for you because I was trying to recall. I was trying not to look at the internet because first of all, I don't even know if the internet would know. And then secondly, I thought about asking, the local AI chatbot, and I was like, I don't want to do that because they seem to always, especially when it comes to 8-bit computer stuff, it seems like they get a lot of stuff wrong. All right. So I don't know what that's all about, but one of the things that like I always just used, I didn't use like data cassettes. I didn't buy anything that was specific to data cassettes. I just had cassette tapes around, regular audio cassette tapes, and used those. And probably not the best thing, probably not designed to last as long as some of the others, probably not as accurate. And I also had a question though, like on regular audio tapes, you'll have on regular audio tapes, at the beginning of the tape, you have like a little lead area, right? It's just let me see. There we go. So there's the little lead area. See that is just clear plastic, right? And so what was that true on official data cassette tapes as well? Or, because I always end up like rolling. Let me see which way I'm going here. Yeah, I need to go that way. Get my pencil out. So I just roll to the very beginning of the line here, right? So come on, focus in. Well, it's such a small area. There we go. Get my hand in there. See how it comes from the lead nothing tape to hello, come on, man. There we go. And then there's some real magnetic tape right after that, right? So I kind of just pull up there, and then I put it in my cassette, and then I hit my little counter timer up here to 0, right? Is that the method? Is that what you guys did too? I mean, or did it really matter? Because I mean, it's not gonna. I mean, it should seek regardless, right? Captain says, if I recall correctly, many of the purpose-made computer tapes were shorter than audio tapes, had better properties, right? Better properties, typically shorter, which would really help with, management of that stuff too. Because I mean, you can keep a journal. You keep a journal of along with your things to know where at on the counter something is, but the longer the tape is, it starts getting a little unwieldy. You also could just do a load at the top for a very specific thing, and it'll just go through the whole tape looking for that init file, that initial part of the file. You know, it says, "Hey, I'm looking for you, man. Anybody seen that thing here?" And you might be playing forever, like a 60-minute tape. So yeah, I think plus also the heavier tapes, I'm assuming, are probably going to be you know, I don't know, would it be like, it's not like it would be bad for the motors and stuff too, but I guess regular tape players work fine. I don't know, but they're always trying to cost cut, so who knows what they're doing. Tonda says, "I was pleasantly surprised to hear Peter Cullen and Bruce Campbell in the latest season of Invincible." I haven't seen the latest season of Invincible, Tonda. I gotta check that out. Zoe says, "I had games on tape for my ZX Spectrum. If the volume wasn't right, the games wouldn't load." That's right. So I guess they just used just the audio, right? I mean, like, did they just like have a audio plug? I know, like, I want to say my Apple IIe has where you could just plug in that, as well as the Texas Instrument, the TI-99, I believe. Oh, really? Yeah, I've seen a huge uptick in Invincible posts lately, so I'm assuming I'm missing out right now, right? I'm just assuming it. All right, so I would like to save this to disk, but I don't. Can I write back to? There's no disk mounted, right? Oh, I could mount a blank disk because we just loaded this as a program, so it's not a disk. So we could actually create a new. But how will we format it? Would it let me format it? I wonder if I can. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can just. I've already got a disk image here. Could I do mount only? Okay, so I just mounted it. Now, if we could just do it here and call it Cuppy. We'll call him Cuppy. Right. Yeah, it won't need many blocks at all. So let's save it from here. That should work, right? All right, so look there. That went through. That went through. So very good. So let's say bye. Let's say bye to Cuppy. Let's say bye to Cuppy. Let's see what happens. Let's we'll do this. We'll do this. We will. Oh, we can. There's a create right there, right? I still think you have to format it from basic. I don't think you can format it from just like the interface. I don't think that's the thing, right? I mean, well, let's find out. If I click on this, yeah, and run disk, I don't see anything where you can format it. So Tana says I missed Cuppy already. So let's reset. We're gonna do a complete power cycle, right? Let's just do it. Oh, Cryptic Skills, what's up? How's your Friday going, my friend? What is up? Zoe says, I never quite understood the volume problem as the cassette player was plugged into the computer, but it obviously mattered somehow. Absolutely. So the quality of the signal, you know what? I watched something. Gabriel, what's up? Gabriel Fox, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday, Saturday, wherever in the world you are. So Zoe, yes, it definitely does matter because you have a bit of noise ratio, right? And it is just highs and lows. So how the tape works is a high tone is a 1 and a low tone is a 0, and so you're just feeding those 1s and 0s in a line just right into the machine, right? So yeah, just go do the interface. Yeah, right. Suni says the interface was analog equals volume mattered, not digital. The signal was analog, but the interpretation was taking the analog and interpreting that into 1s and 0s, right? The C64 had no volume. It had a chip to clip the audio. It was AM. I did not know that. Interesting. But yeah, it's real cool stuff. It's actually really cool how that stuff works. You can pull a little cassette and pop it into your radio and listen to the it was so slow, and there's error correction and stuff going on there too, so it is definitely slow. So I mean, it's got a lot to calculate, right? So but yeah, why not? I think that's cool though. I think that is wicked. Yo. Cryptic Skills, what's going on? What is your Friday like, my friend? The race says get a mic and scream into load a game. I wonder if I could do that. I have been curious about the exact specifics. Like, I mean, I understand the basics of how tapes work with the high-low signals. If you have like a high tone versus a low tone, you know, in pitch, right? I'm assuming it has to do with pitch. And so, yeah, I'm curious about how that works, the speed at which it works to, how fast are the pulses, essentially, how fast are the you know, the ups and the downs. I don't know the big details. I just kind of halfway know what they do. Ooh, Cryptic Skills on my Friday is going to be 3D printing. Yeah, I got a bunch of 3D printing stuff I need to do for retro stuff. That's right, Colbert. It's a great way to learn binary. Can you imagine if you could? God, I wonder if you really could, like, get a mic and like do a hello world. Could you do a hello world vocally? That is a really interesting idea. I kind of like that idea. You probably definitely could do it if you had some kind of modulator to help bring your voice to a certain level, up and down to assist. But I wonder if as a human you could do that. Julio, thank you so much. Julio Moquince, is that Moquince? Is that right? Am I close? Am I even close? Welcome in. Thank you for that follow. Auto-tune programming. That would actually work, because if you could get close enough and you set auto-tune to kind of take you to each point, like each time you went close to it, it pulls it. That's an interesting concept. I wonder if we could try that like a hello world program. Someone's surely already done that, right? But that just sounds like trippy ass fun right there. The Ray says, I bet Michael Winslow could do it. Yeah. The Captain Kipper says the formatting is too particular, because I'm wondering about the speed and that kind of stuff. Oh, use a recorder or a flute. But I bet you could write something to kind of an interpreter to kind of to take it maybe, and to kind of adjust it to the speed it needs to be, because you could buffer it or something, and then pass that on at the speed that is needed. I'm just curious. Yeah, pick the same note. It seems like that will be possible, especially if you're throwing it into memory is just straight into it. If you're just doing straight machine language. But then would you have access to devices? I don't know. It's interesting. Tanda says the beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. What you doing with the Captain Crunch? What was that about the Captain Crunch? What was the Captain Crunch? Emma said, Houdini 7 says, if Captain Crunch could whistle the phone network in the 80s, you can whistle a program. You're not right. That's right. Nukem says, it's definitely possible. I use programs to interpret two-way Morse code. Oh, interesting. Okay. Was that the Dr. Tolbert? I don't remember that being the old Captain Crunch story, but I love that. He got the Captain Crunch whistle in the cereal box. Now I think now I'm starting to remember that part. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's starting to ring some familiar tones. Oh my gosh. All right. What was we doing? All right, let's go ahead and Sprite Magic. We cycled the machine. All the memory has been cleared out. Let's make sure that Sprite Magic is capable of loading back in, because like I said, this is a type-in program. I downloaded this. I actually got this off the Commodore Scene database DK as well as a lot of the demos we see, because they do have some stuff there. This is Sprite Magic, and I also grabbed the disc version of the Computes Gazette from August '84, which already had it typed in. If we really hated ourselves, we could type it in one day. we got to type in MXL as well, right? The machine language, or is it MLX? MLX, that makes more sense. Machine language, right? Let's mount this thing right here. So we've mounted. We're going to run Sprite Magic. All right, let's do a load in with an L. We're going to do this from the disk. And the big problem, of course, is knowing the file name. Like there, did I say Cuppy? Is what I think I called him, right? Is that what I called him? Is Cuppy? Cuppy's back, baby! Woo! So that works. That works. Why am I surprised? I don't know why I'm surprised. but I am. So that is a proof there that we can save to the virtual disk there. So I would like to save to 9. There's gotta be something in the program that lets you there's gotta be something in the program that lets you do a different device, right? I mean, surely, don't call me Shirley, but surely that's the thing. Donna, our dear Lord Cuppington the Third. Oh, can we write? Okay, so also, can we write over top of Cuppy? Like we have update, save all from here. We didn't get that prompt last time, so I'm assuming that is a prompt if something already exists. Did we get that prompt last time? I don't think we did. I think it just saved it. All right, so I have a good feeling that Cuppington has updated. Now, I believe, let's see here. I know, so we're working in high-res sprites right now, right? We can even double up Y's and Z on that, and I think we can do 4-color mode. And what was the key for that? I've hit J on accident before, and I know that's not what I want. Okay, so F5 and F7. Let's see what. All right. Okay, that refreshes it. So F5 and F6 toggle between the two, right? Okay, right? Okay. And then it looks like F7 does some kind of refresh, maybe. Let's get back into F5. So here, oh, that's okay, so it is just rotating through. Okay, so that's fine. It's still doing the same thing that we have before. But you can tell by default, it just kind of randomizes, maybe. Oh, plus it goes over much faster as well. Like when we're scrolling and wrapping, it goes over much quicker. All right. Okay, so let's go back to F5. So that's our, as you can tell now, our lines, our pixels are doubled, right? So, yeah, that's right. They're right. Same amount of data. That's right. They're just, because you got to calculate 4 different colors instead of transparent and or background and color. Here you've got background and 3 colors, right? No, it's the same binary data. It just uses 2 pixel. Right. Same amount of data. No, it's same binary data, just uses 2 bits per pixel. Cap Gamer, yeah, go away. Go enjoy some away from the keyboard for a minute. Come on back when you get a chance. Whoa, color. All right, so now I'm trying to remember how to use this part of Sprite Magic. Okay, so I can cycle through once again, but it only cycles through white and transparent. I'm assuming I need to, okay, 1, 2, 3. Here's our color palette that we can use. I'm not sure if you can change this, but these are black, transparent, white, here's white, and then you got this cyan, and then you got this purplish color. Okay, cyan and purple. So I'm assuming that's cyan and purple. So we got black, white, cyan, and purple. But they're matched to 1, 2, 3, 4 inside the program. We are currently using all 4, right? So you got black on there, you got purple, cyan, and white. So I guess it just randomizes where it puts it potentially. If my background right now is white. And so if I go to cyan, okay. That's what happens. Okay, so if I turn the background, the painting color, to this cyan, then it toggles between the transparent and the other while we're here. So we'll give him some cyan hair, and then we will go back to purple. We'll keep his, let's make his skin, let's just, what do you think? Let's do it. Let's give it purple. So let's, so we're going to give everything purple here, right? Ray says now switch back to 2-color. Okay, that's a really interesting question. What happens when we do switch back to 2-color? Will it just go, if it's got a color, then we do that, and if not, we do the other. Oh, interesting. Interesting. But that's a really cool effect, because I wouldn't have maybe necessarily thought to do his hair like that, but it did it like that. I guess because it's doubling, right? So it's only recognizing the left part of the double. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you got to plan for that. Right. So, okay. Yeah, kind of Fido Dido. All right. That worked out pretty good, actually. That worked in our favor. And maybe a quick way to do that effect if you wanted to do it as well. Like if you're planning on like a high quality 2-color type sprite, if you're wanting that gel bars, you could, yeah, okay. Interesting. Happy accidents. That's right. Happy little accidents. There you go. Look at that. I wonder why I didn't do it on these others. Because I was using I was using purple here. It's purple feeling in the other side. Oh, because it's 1, 2, 3. Or maybe because it was already purple to begin with, and therefore I didn't change it. Oh, let's see. We've got to get back to purple. Purple. Let's just see what the full effect is when we paint the full thing. There should be a way to define the 4-color palette. Yeah, I'm assuming there probably is. It's probably like, probably like shift on one of these or something, if I had to guess. Inner color key. Yeah, so that's what you do. So if you hold down the shift, so let's say we want to go with a green. Maybe that will, did I change that yet? Okay, so let's look at this again. If I hit shift and let's not do white, let's do 3, which is currently cyan, right? Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it is green now. All right, inner color key. Let's try yellow. Will it now paint that one in yellow? It does not. Interesting. Okay. Inner color key. I'm not quite sure how this part works, but I do feel like you can change it, and it definitely has something to do with this shift in the number that you're trying to assign. Let's see if I go down to 6. Okay, so the shift only works on the first couple of keys, but there's got to be a way to do that. Ah, there it is. Okay, all right. The Commodore key. All right, so that's how you work it. Sprite Magic. If you choose 1 through 4, and you hold this shift button and you hit 1 through 4, I don't know if that applies to the first one, which is black, which is basically the transparent. I can verify in a minute. And then you hold the shift, hold definitely 2 through 4, and then it'll say, give me a color key. And if you hold down the Commodore or the control key, which is usually how you change those colors anyway, you can pick one of the other, 16 colors? Is that right? Yeah. So I was able to replace our cyan with this green. Okay. Interesting. We're getting it figured out. We're getting it figured out. All right. Yeah, let's make him a purple and I don't want purple. I wanted, what did I say? It was green. There we go. All right. Boop. Meep. Nope. Boop. There it is. Double width. I'm going to stick with that. I might have to redraw his lines a little bit here with, because it's not quite the same since we're working that way. Okay, we're going to give Cuppy that kind of look there, right? And let's go back to purple here. And then we're just going to drag it. Wah, wah, wah. He's good. All right. Oh. Gives a little mouth there, right? Beep, bop. All right. Now we're talking. Now we're getting a little Cuppy over here. What do you think about that? Yeah, let's turn this to actually let's make his eyes white, right? Or we'll make his eyes white, but we'll leave the green eyebrows like his hair, right? So, all right, there we go. There we go. All right, so we're getting a little graphic here, right? And that's a little too much. There we go. So now I got that. Maybe I want a little separation here. All right. Now we got this little Cuphead guy, right? And we could fill in the rest of it if we wanted to. What do you think? Some green here. That's too far. Where's the undo button? All right. And should we fill in the rest with purple maybe? Or let's see. What's going to look the best? In some other applications, you could use like a fill bucket or something, but fill this bucket. All right, and then we'll just, there may be a fill. Oh, went too far. Yeah, we got to give them some white teeth, right? Otherwise, we won't be able to see them, right? So that's a good point. All right, got some white teeth down there. And then we'll pretend like this is a little bit of this. Ah. All right. Oh, wrong one. There we go. All right. And now he's taking an interesting personality, right? All right. Yep, that's right. We would lose it if we filled it with purple. That's right. So let's get back to purple. And this is all just experimenting with Sprite Magic. No plan whatsoever. Just us fiddle farting around, right? Let's, oh, it's the wrong one. There we go. Let's take that off. And this is really just looking too close. And we're also going to lose his nose as well. But you know what? I may make like that. Okay. Now he looks like a little monster, doesn't he? Now he's like he's got a little tooth there, right? Giant earlobes. Look at him, giant. Now he's Letterman. All right, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Did you been to see through his head though? Like if it was you know, if we were like having him run over a background or something, you would actually see over his through his head. That would probably be bad, right? So there we go. Yeah, so he's got, should we make all of that green? Let's see here. What's going to look best here? How many colors we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 4, right? Okay. Yeah, make that bottom green part white and you'll have bottom teeth. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking as well. And let's see, do I want 2 or just 1? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's not bad. But then does the inside of his mouth, it has to be green because there's no other options because this is 4-color Sprite, right? So if we're going to represent, we're basically doing a color replacement. So let's pretend like his hair is black, right? And we'll just give him that. There we go. And about a little, little spot there. Taking a little artistic licensing, right? There we go. Now I got a nice little guy here. Does he need a green nose, I think? Maybe. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yeah, there we go. So there's... you didn't tell me to save often. I mean, come on. We need to make sure that we are saving Cuppy Color. We're going to call it Cuppy Call. Is that too many characters? I can't count. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. 10 Lobster is here. What's up? What's going on? Yeah, Conspiracos. The conspiracy says. Oh, why am I having trouble saying words now? I know why, because I'm looking and seeing the ad's going to start soon. So we'll have an ad start here in a couple of minutes, and then it'll be a 3-minute ad. We won't leave without you. We've got a couple of little housekeeping things we need to do. When we come back, we'll watch one of our demos. Yeah, sub before the ad. That's a great idea. Or you'll have to watch an ad. If you've got your Amazon Prime sub, you can do that. But we are going to do a couple of a few housekeeping things while we do that. But yeah, we appreciate you watching those ads, or even if you have to walk away. And don't tell Jeff Bezos, but if you go use the bathroom, go get some hydration and just lurk. It'll keep our numbers looking good, and you can come back, and then we can make it to Twitch partner eventually, right? That's the plan. So thank you guys for doing all that. Yeah, but we appreciate that sub more, says Houdini7, the unofficial treasurer. Houdini7 takes it serious. Houdini7's like, hey, we gotta do this. Move and Trade Medias, what's up? Jeff Bezos knows, whether you tell him or not. He knows. But yeah, so we've made our little guy here, made our first little sprite guy here with Sprite Magic. We've saved it there. Let's flip over now that we've done the save, and we're gonna flip back over to the 2-color, right? And so that's interesting. So it looks like the purple fills through, but for some reason we get a Fido Dido kind of thing on this other one. You know, I kind of actually like that Fido Dido thing in any mode, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to do the same here and just clear these out maybe, and give him that look, because I think it's actually kind of cool. Let's do it right there. Houdini7 sub, just a minute. Houdini's like, you know what I better do? I better sub. All right, so what do you think about that? Got a little play there. Oops. Maybe I took a little too much off there. Took a little too much off top. I think I just need just the one purple right here. So we'll get to this one and do that. Now, if we did choose a different color, so if we don't like the purple, we can actually change it pretty quickly. We'll go, number 4 is what it's assigned to. So if we hit Shift and 4, man, this Sprite Magic is really magic. And we instead wanted it to be a blue. We could just do it like that, right? Do it like this, do it like that. So a quick color change right there. Very helpful. Very, very helpful indeed. Once you lay down your first 4 colors, and then we could change that to, any other color we wanted. We could, I changed the 3 to that color there, right? Now he's a purple. He's got the nice, like purple and orange, some complementary colors. Yeah, that's how they made MK Ninjas, said conspiracy. So eggplant. But we could do 4 again. So 1 and 2 are we're kind of keeping those safe. We could of course do other things too, but just to make sure that we don't lose the thread of teeth and eyes. 1 is black, which is transparent in this case. White is going to stay white, and we'll fiddle fart with 3 and 4. So we just hit a shift on either one of those keys. It'll ask us to enter a key, and we can then just kind of go through. That is a black. Oh, that is a white. Oh, I know why, because I didn't hit the right thing. All right, there we go. Back to there. Okay. Shift 3 and Control 4. Back to cyan. And if we wanted to Shift 3, and that one, that's kind of a grayish color. Ooh, he's kind of cool. I kind of like that. It's a little more subdued, but he's kind of, I kind of like where he's headed to, right? I got new emote. Yeah, I think that's a good new emote. I think I'm going to save him as Cuppy 3, because I like that color scheme, right? Or Cuppy Sear. How about that? Cuppy Up? How about Cuppy Up? Let's call him Cuppy Up. It did prompt us again, so I guess not. So what does it look like in high res? So that's a good question, because like I said, these I got to figure out exactly what's going on here, but it looks like it's messing up that part. I think I got some looking to do, because it looks like one of the numbers kind of doesn't pad it out, because it is double widening those things. So that's interesting. But it goes right back to that, and we can, of course, we could double wide him if we wanted to, if he's in this mode, right? We can stretch him that way, or we can make him a little skinnier. I think he looks kind of hilarious that way. All right, look at me, I'm a skinny guy. Oh, look at me, look at me. All right, we are at an ad now, so we're gonna bring it up to full screen, right? And let's take a look at a couple of things here. We want to get the next thing we want to do when we get into this next segment. We're going to look at Adventure Maker. So we've been doing some Sprite stuff. This is all in the service of everything we've done so far. The reason why I started this, if you haven't been here for the whole journey, the reason why I started doing 8-Bit Computer Club was to inspire me to focus on creating an 8-bit game. And I wasn't sure how I wanted to tackle that. And so we've went through a couple of ideas of what would be fun for a game. We started out thinking maybe a Pitfall type game clone would be kind of cool, but then when I really thought about it, I was like, there's only so much that we can really do is in a short term, because Pitfall is fun because of the variation in the screens and the puzzles and just the flow. And at best, for a prototype in a year, maybe I could get like 4 screens done. I'm not a super fast programmer, and I'm learning assembly and machine language. Short ad run, good, very good. And so, Tolbert says cut purple. That would have been perfect. All right. So I'm going to need to be able to design sprites, and I'm really enjoying Sprite Magic. I want to do all of this in an authentic way. I would like to do it on as close to original systems as possible. There's a bunch of cross-platform development tools out there that I could be using, but I'm trying to take the slow path and learn it as though I was picking right up where I left off when I was 12 years old, trying to understand the things I was programming in from Computes Gazette. So we built a couple of prototypes. We decided that a lemonade stand type game would be more fun, and I've talked about it in the past, and I'm still working out some of my kinks on that. But that's where we're headed towards. So a little Sprite Magic is a good Computes Gazette application that I would have used back 12-year-old me if he had understood and had access. And so now we're going to take a look at some gameplay in these adventure creators, because I think this will let us kind of like think a little bit about in those terms without getting into the deep programming part, but maybe to the part of game mechanics themselves. So that's what we're going to do next. And I found that because I was going through Computes Gazette, right? See, you can see what's possible, right? That's right. Even though it's not a one-to-one comparison to what we're doing with that. But welcome back. Oh, hi, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your ad. Thank you for watching the ad, for those who did hang around for watching the ad. Hopefully you went and grabbed yourself something to drink or eat, or maybe take a quick pee break. So a bio break, a bio break. And with this outline, what we're going to do, we're now going to look at, what is this thing called? We are going to look at, where did I put the description for this application? Because the problem is, see, what happened was I was going to transfer the adventure game. So we've saved, right? Okay, Sprite Magic. Thank you very much, Sprite Magic, from the August issue of Compute's Gazette from 1984. You have served us well. And we have saved a thing. All right. So that's going to be this is going to be our mini boss in our game, maybe. All right. So let's get back out to here. And I'm going to need to do a couple of things. And the reason why is because before we started, we discovered a few things that were issues. And so I reset everything. And what that means is I need to be able to transfer some files, program files. And so I've got to make sure that my Wi-Fi is on and it's one. Okay, so it didn't actually delete that information. Okay, so let me see if it'll let me reconnect. Because the target machine actively refused it. Okay, so maybe I need to do a configuration on it. So that's that. Status enabled. All right. That's the right number there. All right. And will it show my password if I show you this next part? You wouldn't think so, but just in case, I'm not going to show it to you. Just in case. I'm going to do, let's look at, let's take a look at something real quick. I'm going to go find the thing. What was it called? What was the application called? Everyone close their eyes. It's for just a second. Quick chat. Let's look over his shoulder. All right. What's the name of this stupid thing? What's the name? I didn't bring my Kung Fu flashcard in here either. Wait a minute. Did I? I did. I did actually bring my Kung Fu flashcard in. Haha. Take that. So this will actually be even easier because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off, and I won't have to do anything. I'll just load this up. So I'm going to turn my Commodore 64 Ultimate off, right? Holding down the rocker switch, which I hate doing. There's a way to plug this in. I think I can hold a button and it will allow me to plug it in. This is Kung Fu Flash. I printed this thing here, but inside it's a Kung Fu Flash, and it takes an SD card, and you can load up cartridges and disk, and it plugs right into the back of your Commodore 64 Ultimate, right? I can't quite get it up high enough to show you. That doesn't sound right. All right. And all right, I want to type nothing in. All right, it's making some funny noises. You hear that? You hear a little. Ooh, it's not coming on. Oh, interesting. The LED lights are not coming on. Nothing says it's out of range. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's unplug. I'm going to make sure it's turned off completely. It's kind of weird. It actually is showing it is kind of halfway on, but the power light's not on. That's disturbing. All right, so I'm going to unplug the serial cable and re-plug in the cartridge and then try to turn the machine on again. Interesting. I'm not getting any power. Oh, that's not good at all. That is, ooh, that's extremely bad. Oh, and it's making noises and popping. I don't like that at all. Oh no, I don't care for that at all. Okay. Oh, what do you think? Think maybe we fried it? I mean, I turned it completely off, and then we put the cart in there. Hopefully it's just a cart problem. Okay, so lights are coming back on. I'm power cycling again. All right, so that was terrifying. That was terrifying. So let's try it again. Hey, we saved it. Well, let's try it again. This time I'm going to completely unplug the power. All right, I'm going to completely unplug the power. I'm going to do this with the cart. For whatever reason, right? This is not an old cart. I'm going to then pop the I'm going to pop the SD card out a couple of times, right? I'm going to do that. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. And so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to plug in the cart, right? I'm going to pull it out again and plug it back in again just to make sure it's making really good contact. And now I'm going to plug back in the power, and I am going to power cycle one more time. All right. And I'm bringing it up. And it's funny because it makes this initial click that it makes when it first comes on, and everything lights up, but not the LED, the power, or nothing. And this was working just earlier today, and I've unplugged the serial, so I'm unplugging that. Are you serial, Brian? I'm very serial. So the question is, maybe what if I took this card out, right? Okay, I got a little card here, so this is where the files are, right? And what if I then did this? What if I did the thing I haven't done yet? I don't know if this has got to be formatted in a special way or something. I'm not sure. But all right, so I'm unplugging the power, right? And we're gonna pop this thing open. I've got my 3 screws pulled out already. As you can see here, we got our ARMsid here, right? And probably not the smartest thing to do what I'm doing right there. And there is an SD. Is this the SD card? Yeah. Micro. Okay, so there's the micro SD. And I am going to, because I don't have one in here yet, I'm going to insert it right there. And it clicked right in. And I'm going to close it up. So it says I have my panic button on the ready. All right. And then we're going to, I'm going to plug the serial back in. I'm being very serial. I'm going to go ahead and plug that back in back here. So let's get that. Let's fill back here as a video and then a serial. So it's going to be on that side, right? I'm going to plug that in ever so gently. And I'm going to plug the power back in. And I don't know what happens. I've never put an SD card in here before. Let's see what happens. It makes the noise. The light comes on. The Commodore comes up. And now if we go to here, we do have an SD card. If we go into here. All right. So for some reason, the Kung Fu Flash, which typically works, is acting odd. I don't know. The serial port is what I call my mouth, says Dr. Tolbert. Yeah, you guys are getting a lot of clicks as well. I was getting them as well. So, all right. So let's go to games. Oh, what was it? Was it one that I did? Wizard, Wonderland. Oh, Wonderland is cool, by the way. Wonderland is way cool. You want to play some X-Men? Play some X-Men instead? What was the name of the application? It was like Adventure Series. No, Adventure 1. No, that's not it. Oh my God. Let me go take a look. Let me go take a look at my notes. I guess I'll take a look at my notes. Adventure Creator is what it's called. But I don't. Was it under something Easy Flash games? No. Was it a D64 image? I believe that's what it was. Okay, so so I downloaded this. This is the disc version of the Computes Gazette from August, and it should have Sprite Magic in it. It should have Sprite Magic in it. Mount disk. Load ass. Loads. I'm just going to see if I can do it from here. I haven't tried loading anything from putting the SD card directly in. But I do know for some reason it wouldn't run. So let's see. C64 books. I think if I do, what is it called? I went too far. Is it compute or is it compute program? No, it's Gazette. I think Gazette is the program. So I don't know why it's not auto loading. I'm sure somebody knows out there. I'm just Gazette, comma 8, comma 1. Searching for the Gazette, loading the Gazette. Will it run the Gazette? Because this is a pitch, but then it pulls the sys memory location. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Let me see. Okay, it does. If you don't already subscribe to, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, Monkey, are you leaving? I missed it, Monkey. Bye, Monkey. Have fun. Thank you so much. Absolutely. I'm glad you're here too, friend. Let's see. Computes Gazette. Here's how to get more for your Commodore 64. More challenge. Ready to tackle more. More. All right. More buying guidance. Good profit. Look here. You can just call this number right here. Right there in North Carolina. All right. There we go. Pretty cheap. Reloading. So this is a cheat. So for some reason it won't load. Okay, so it probably does. It probably loads up the memory, but I don't know what system call it is to get it to run, right? Zoe, thank you so much. You need sleep as well. Catch you soon. Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you. Glad you're here tonight. We're losing some of our overseas folks, but that's okay. We're still hanging out. Get a disk purge. So these are some of the applications for the VIC-20 and the Commodore 64 that was on this August version. As you can tell, Sprite Magic was one of them. So that's, if we wanted to load it, Sprite Magic from the disk as typed in, not the one that's over on csdb.dk or csdb. That's right. But the actual one. So it loads up load. Is that short for load? Sprite Magic load. And it will take a few extra seconds, it looks like, but then same deal. So we've got our same little deal here, right? Sprite Magic. You can turn stuff around. It's like we're doing before. So there it is, just like that. Thank you so much, my friend Zoe. All right, so I believe where I saw this, Tonico said we should play some Star Trek for Commodore 64. All right, so we're gonna run this one. All right, let's see if it actually loads this part up. I think I had to. I don't think this worked on my 128 in Commodore 64 mode. I think it stalled out. This disk image did. So we'll give it a few seconds and see what it does. I'm not sure why it would have done that, but that 160, yeah, okay. Before attempting to run any programs on this disk, please read the file, how to use the disk. To load this file into the text reader, select option 1 on the next screen. Press any key for the menu. What's up, Hype Train? The Soju Tiger gave out 5 all the. Thank you so much, the Soju Tiger. Welcome. Thank you so much giving out those 5 community subs. Thank you. Welcome in, and let me tell you, these following people can enjoy their ad-free viewing and cool butt emotes that we have here. Armored Prayer 1, Cryptic Skills, I think Cryptic Skills is still around, Gloomy Marsupial, I love that name, Zenor 79, and that's like a senior, but a Zenor, and DSA 89. Thank you so much. Soju Tiger, welcome in. How's it going? How is your Friday? All right, yeah. All right, so how to use the disc. No, we don't want to do that. Arcade Volleyball, Basketball, Sam and Ed. These are Computes Gazette's best of Gazette games, type-ins. And I want to say the adventure was in this one. Is this where the adventure was? Press 1 to 7 to load a program, or article, press X to exit basic, press enter for the next page. Maybe it's not on here. Omicron, Powerball, Power Poker, Q-Bird, Scorpion 2, Trap, and Gazette Disc Survey. Where is this program at? What did I do with it? Kim Kong. Scrap. I bet how to use the disc got a bunch of life-changing info. I bet you ain't wrong. I bet you ain't wrong. How to use this thing? Well, I could have swore it was on this disc, so where the crap did I put it? That's the GOS stuff. That's my Commodore 128 stuff. 1581. That's some more GOS stuff. Well, what the crap did I put it then? You would think it would be in that first area because you would think it would be called Adventure, right? Adventure, After the War, Airborne, ALF, Alien, Amazon, Attack of the Mutants. Oh no. Arcade compilation, Arc Doors, Armalite, Armalite, Arnie AMC, or AM Cup. Arnie AM Cup. Okay, that's what it's. Assembloids, the assembly game. Let's see here. Why am I not finding it? I played this last night. Was it on a floppy disk? Where did I? Okay, I'm gonna just go find it and upload it, I suppose. But I am looking for, what is this stupid game called again? Adventure Creator. Adventure Creator. I mean, Adventure 1. I mean, I was testing and I ran across it and I was like, oh, that is such a cool game. We need to play this. Alpha. Can I do a search? There is no search, is there? Arcade compilation. Buckaroo. Batman the movie. Oh, we got BC's Quest for Tires. We need to play that. This is one of my all-time favorite games. Beachhead and Beachhead 2. This is the best. Anybody else a Beachhead fan? Love Beachhead. Fallback Plan, Star Trek. Right, Tonda? Big Bird's Funhouse. That sounds like too much fun. Maybe way too much fun. Black Tiger, Block Hopper. Demonstration of, if you guys have never seen Beachhead, oh my god, I lived for Beachhead. Beachhead was the best. Now typically, hey, there's Bruce Carver. Is Bruce Carver going to be there at the Zap? At the Zap, can't remember. All right. Since I'm a pro, I'm going to go with skill 1. We're going to get ready. Are you guys ready? Like I said, this is one of my favorite all-time Commodore 64 games. What you can do here is you start out, you see those little purple dots down at the bottom left-hand side. Those are the number of ships we start out with. And then we've got ammunition, 40 millimeter and 250 millimeter. We're level 1, player 1, 0 score. As you can tell, there is a flashing point here, and we're taking our ships. We got our ships here, right? And we can either go straight into the peninsula or we can go through here. This will allow us to kind of side swipe the other ships a little bit and give us an opportunity to get some experience. Okay, so here we got like a log area, and all I'm doing is just getting my ships, which are all together. Gotta go. All right, so we got to guide each ship through, right? We're starting out with those number of purpley ships down at the bottom. I can slow down and speed up to get through here. All right. Now we got one through. And you think, oh, that's easy. But then suddenly you realize, oh, no. Ooh, that was a close one. That is, woo. And you do have a little more speed running diagonally. Oh, no. I lost a ship. All right. And so this was... I ran into a mine. All right, so this is one of the first games I ever had. Ricky Evans, welcome in. Thank you for that sub. Welcome, and hope you're having a good Friday, Saturday. Where in the world you are? All right, was Beachhead one of your go-tos? It was mine. I love Beachhead 2 even more. All right. Oh, all right. Oh, I ran into the wall. Thank you, Ricky. All right, let's see here. All right. Ooh, boy. Oh boy. Oh, come on. You can't turn it so much once you get going to a certain way. All right. Now we're definitely going to have at least one ship, right? Because we made through one ship, so we're still going to maintain one ship. Right. In the hitbox, great. Houdini 7 says, so the goal is to sink your own ships. First of all, I don't know why I'm watching the OBS screen and not watching the actual game screen for some reason, which is probably not helping, but It probably ain't hurting much either. All right. Oh boy, that was close. Oh, I got one coming up my stern. All right. Got that one. All right, so we got at least 3 ships. We got 3 white ships down there. We still have the purples are the ones that are left to get across. I don't know exactly what kind of defense they got here. I'm assuming those are logs of some sort. I'm not sure. Oh, dadgummit! Dude, this is such a fun game because it's got a variety of games. So you start here. And this is not even my favorite part. This is just you trying to get as many ships as you can through the strait. And I'm usually pretty good at this, but as anything, when you're streaming it, it becomes way more difficult. But Beachhead and Beachhead 2, Beachhead 2 is even better. But this is the OG. Dark Toad says, too real, Brian, too real. Ooh, boy. I dadgummit. All right. So we made it through the straits here, right? This little path, right? Just our little get-through path. So now we got to make it through here, but you can tell there's enemy ships here. And they're gonna block me off. As you can tell, my path to leave has also been blocked off. Houdini 7 says, as a treasure, I cannot condone the destruction of our very expensive ships. All right, so here's a really cool part. So first you've got to like battle these ships coming in, right? I have 40 millimeters weapons, and you see how the green goes down. I actually got to tap every time. I got to tap every time. The faster you tap, the less you'll be able to... Oh, I missed that one too. You can tap really fast here, but then if you get so far down, it throttles you, right? Oh, got that guy. And you got to kill just a number of ships. I'm not sure exactly how many planes you got to destroy, because the second part to this... Oh, man. Wow. I am not doing well. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Holy smokes. They're laughing at me. Oh. Seriously, I'm usually better. What the crap? Oh, come on. There it is. Holy smokes. But you can tell I'm taking damage. And I think each damage will take, what, 24? Oh, okay, 20. So you suck my destroyer. All right, there we go. You got to sink enough of these they get frustrated. There we go. Now I'm getting a little better. You do not try to dodge the planes, Brian. Ah, come on. Dadgummit. And I am pulling up and pushing down to control the angle of the bombs, or my 40 millimeter, excuse me. Ah. A little higher, a little higher. Oh no. Dadgummit. You know what? I think it's this controller. Carefully shooting around the planes. That's right. All right. You know what? There it is. All right. I think I'm trying to shoot. So going that way is not going to bother me, right? So let's leave him alone. That's just bonus points anyway, right? I'm going to leave I'm going to wait until I get kind of... Oh, come on. Is it a Mad Catz? Feels like it. Oh my gosh. Only one more hit and I'm done for with this ship. Oh, come on. Get him. Yo. Oh, we got enough, though. We got enough. All right, so we just needed that one plane, and now we're into the ship part. All right, so here's the next game style. Okay, so this one is important for looking at things. You got to kind of get towards the ship that is shooting at you, because you want to get them before they get you. So don't worry about the battleship leaving the stage, right? It's gone. All right, so if you look down at the bottom, it shows you the elevation, and it will tell you where you landed. I landed real short, right? Like 5,400. So I need to definitely crank it up on my degrees angle. So I got to bring it up some more, really short. And if you watch the math down there on the bottom right-hand side, you will be able to eventually figure it out. But we figure it out before they figure it out. Oh, no. So, okay. So, time to move on to the next ship, because once that guy gets you, he no longer becomes an issue, right? All right. So, we got to come down here. All right. Okay. We're way long. We got to bring it down a good bit. All right. All right. 500 short. All right. So, let's go up to about 18.5. All right. A little short still. One more tick up. There we go. Got him. All right. Got him. All right, next guy is going to come up, be this one over here. Yeah, Tonda, I love this game. This game is like such a fun mix of just a variety. It's like getting like 8 games in one. Okay, I was a little bit short. Need to keep going a little higher. Will I get him before he gets me? That's the question. I'm still just a little bit short. Oh, may have went too much. May have went too much. Do I need to come back down one? Oh, yeah, I'm too long. All right, here we go. Okay, is that enough? Is that right? Nope, still too long. Oh, I wasn't watching. I was still too long. Oh, short. All right, there we go. 63.5. Will I get him before he gets me? Oh, it's so close. Come on, land it, land it, land it. Oh, I got him. All right, but would that last one come to me before he gets it? Okay. Let's see. That looks a little... Oh, that was too long still. Okay. But still not bad. We're kind of close on this one. I only got one ship, too. Oh. All right, here we go. Guess we got to go back after that one we missed as well, right? Okay. Was that too many? I think I went down too many. Oh, did I get him? I got him. All right. All right, gotta go back for this guy again. Anybody remember where was that? Okay. Then we need to be right about 72, maybe. Oh, I got one ship, man. We gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out. Oh, too long. Down about there, 70. Come on. It's getting close. Oh, too long. Oh, went too long. Oh, here we go. This is it. This is it. Oh, he's getting close. Oh, I got him. Oh, is he gonna hit me for it? This is it. Oh, whew. I made it. Right? Mutually assured destruction, Tolbert. Woo! All right. Here's the part that I never make it past, because these should turn into... So now we're not using ships. Now we're landing, and we only have as many tanks as we... okay, so we have... I guess each ship carries 2 tanks. And this is a auto runner. So it's running automatically. And I cannot control that part. What I cannot control the horizontal speed, but I can control the vertical. And so once again, we just got like a cooldown on our ammunition, 104 millimeter. There are some towers down here. We can choose to either skirt past them. I'm gonna have to skirt past them. I could have had a shot earlier, maybe. Watch out for those birdhouses. Okay, let's hope we can... There's probably going to be somebody down here. Let's go ahead and start shooting there. Yeah. Oh, come on! Like I said, I love this game. This game is like my favorite. We'll have to play Beachhead 2 as well. It's also a delicious, fun, good time. Oh my gosh, you get to go against the dictator, and he is so great because he got some speed synthesis on that one, and you get in a knife fight across like you're on bridges, like rope bridges across from each other. It is freaking great. There's like a chasm between you, and all right, did I get him? Oh, not quite. Oh there you go. That's Beachhead. That's how that works. And I think there's a couple more stages and levels after that, but that's for the most part the first one. And like I said, you'll get in Beachhead 2, you do some more of the same things, but then you get like to this really cool fight with the dictator of the island. But I loved Beachhead. That was an amazing game from my childhood. Solid 8. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I want to do that one for the Play Retro show eventually. That one's definitely one of my faves. Beverly Hills, Big Bird. We was trying to get back to that adventure game. So I know I was playing it on here. Was it part of a collection or something, possibly? Castle Hassle. Let's see. Maybe it's under like oddly Fun School. Fun School. Pit Fighter. Was it on? I remember seeing Pit Fighter. Qbert. R-Type. What do you think? Some R-Type? Yeah, we need some shooter stuff. Shooter action. Then we need to use shooter. Tin Lobster. Thank you. Gifted a 1 month. Thank you so much to Soju Tiger. All right. Thank you so much, Tin Lobster. Welcome in. Rent-A-Cop. Real Ghostbusters is the Real Ghostbusters. You ever played that one before? Tandagasa? Got some RoboCop. Oh, where is the adventure game? I really wanted to play that adventure game. Wizard, Wiz, Crown, Wonder Boy, X-Men. Where the crap is it? Was that fun? Yeah, fun on the NES. Yep. Staff of Karnoth. That was a good one too. What that gum? I just can't. Game collection? Wasn't one part. Easy Flash. Take that, Easy Flash. Balderdash, Cubert. Peatfall, Miss Pac-Man. Dig Dug. Gummit. I guess I'm gonna have to go find it elsewhere. Choplifter. Tin Lobster says Choplifter. Lifting the chops. Oh, it's a tape load, maybe? Was this a tape image off a cart? Remember. Brought to you by Jack Alien. The game needed a slight PAL fix. PAL? There was an ugly gray border at the top of the screen on PAL machines. Greetmas. Intros done. That's Atari Beer Pong speaking through me. Scenarios, cursor up, down to scroll, or just hit the run stop to go. Unlimited helicopters. I don't cheat. Stupid cheaters. Nope. Dan Gorlin. All right, so F1 maybe. What's my space? There it is. Ooh, look, they're using the poker stuff. Oh, that's cool. Look at this. Hey, I gotta appreciate this. Hold on a second. You didn't have this back in the day. Here we go. All right. Whoop. It's my controller. All right. Do not use the. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Oh, you know what? Is this one of those port 1 controllers? Yeah, that's what it is. Most of them are not. Let's lift some chops. Oh, I gotta go all the way, don't I? There we go. I gotta hold down your button. So you got tap it and you get your fire. All right. Get to the chopper. Poop. There we go. Take that, Tanky. Did I get him? Nope. Where's the people? I gotta rescue the people. There's the people. I didn't rescue that people. Quick, get to the chopper. Quick. Get in. I gotta go. Oh, what? Did I squish anybody? Oh, no, we're down. We're all dead. I love that the sprites are like red, white, and blue. I love that. That is cool. Should we break this out on our master system? I got this for the master system as well. Okay, let me get in a position that'll. Oh wait, there we go. That's what I should do. Dadgummit. How do you... Is it running too fast, maybe? There it is. There we go. All right, yeah, there we go. Little sideways action always works better. All right, I got this guy. Hey, stop shooting at that guy. Don't worry, I got you, brother. I got you. There we go. All right, coming down. All right, got him. All right, got one. Oh, here comes the other guy. I think we'll be okay here, though. Oh, no. He got destroyed. Oh, come on. He's pretty fast. There we go. Got him. All right, let's see if we can go. Ah! Dadgummit. I'm working on it. This guy's not easy. All right, here we go. There we go. Get on. Hurry, come on. Go. Get in. Yeah. Go. Yeah, baby. Woo! Look at us. We are loaded heavy. Oh, let's get out of here. Meow. Skirt. Boom. Get out. Look at me. I'm a hero. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. There it is. Mission complete. Oh, what was that? Is that a helicopter? Was it a plane up there? Did I miss him? Where'd he go? Take this and some of these. Oh, there's some plane. Oh, look at him. Oh, look out now. Come on, man. Oh, I got took out. The Wraith wants to know, how did 10 people fit in that chopper? I don't know, but I could play Choplifter all night. That's not why we're here. Oh, look at how cool that is, though. I didn't realize that the power LED was also flashing like different colors and things. That is so freaking cool. Freak Elite, what is going on? Welcome in. What's up? Warning, flashing lights. Warning. Danger, Will Robinson. So how have I been playing the darn thing on my 128? I didn't do it by floppy. So where the crap? G.I. Oh my gosh, I'm so easily distracted. Why am I so easily distracted? 1904, 201, CC4GS, Three Stooges, 3D Construction Kit, Ace Adventure 1. None of these are the right thing. Adventure Microzone, After the War, Alice, Alpha, Amazon Tales, Attack of the Mutants. Where the crap is it? I'm doing to do army armchairs. How is it? I know I've been playing this. It's not something like Tools or something stupid, is it? Probably. Wait. No. Wait. Yeah, no. Oh my gosh, it is. Son of a crusty butthole. That's why I couldn't find it. It's under the tools. Because it's not a game. It's a tool just like you. Woo. You do plan on eventually having your Adventure Creator game in your Adventure Creator stream, right? Good. Freaking I'm having a good time. Having a blast. Let's make our own adventure game. Let's check it out. Anybody remember Adventure on the Atari 2600? All right. So what we can do is we can do an auto, right? So if you just want to play this as a game, you can allow it to randomly generate an adventure, right? So let's just do that real quick. Well, I say that, and is it crashed? Perhaps it does seem. It seems weird. What if I should copy it to? All right. Usually it lets me click through this part. All right. Oh, yeah, it's crashing. It is crashing. Huh, because usually it flashes there. Interesting. I wonder why it's crashing. I wonder if... Hello, Kitty. What's up? I wonder if... Oh, I know what's wrong. We're in port 1. Okay, that was the problem. It's plugged into port 1 because we had to do that for Choplifter, right? So my controller was plugged into the wrong port. Hello, Kitty. What's going on? How's your Friday, Saturday going? What's up? All right, so beginner advanced. Let's go ahead and we're just going to do beginner because I suck. And we've done the auto. So your quest, if you choose it, find an ivory scabbard. All right, and so here we are. We're this little guy here, and I just used my shield. The power button only does one thing. It does the shield, right? And it also is an action button if you're over top of something. I don't understand why. Okay, so we found some silk pajamas. Okay, so cool. I think these are warps there, so you want to be careful there. I don't know what the blah, 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 blah thing means, but these are randomly generated. Look at that guy. You'll see our health is going down as we go through these, through here. And we just kind of make it through a maze here. Okay, we took a little damage there. I think, oh, I think I have to have a sword to be able to swing the sword. I believe. All right. Oh, interesting. So this is kind of like, I got a little cycle thing here. Okay, I found some hobbles. Anybody got some hobbles? I don't want to mess with that guy. Look at these Reese Pieces down here. Are they Reese Pieces? Look at that little guy there. All right, I found the nippers. You got the kippers? I got the nippers. Oh, what's a bargain? Nippers for silk pajamas. I think that's it. That's what we want, right? So this guy's got the... I've got nippers, right? How do I say, yeah, I want that? Because that's the win condition, right? The race is nearly 2 a.m. Time to sleep. No, Wraith, you got to stay up all night. We're playing video games all night. You got to stay. So yeah, I've got nippers, right? So why is he not giving it to me? Give it to me, man. Give it to me, bruh. But Wraith, thank you so much. I hope you have a good night. Do I gotta like, maybe I gotta like hit the yes button or something. All right. What do I gotta do here? I'm not sure what I need to do. Do I need to hold down the fire button or something? Okay, I got him. I'm interfacing with him, right? I'm interfacing with him. I would like to say yes. Give it to me. Get that soundbite. That's right. Give it to me. So he has the silk pajamas, and that's the win condition. And I definitely didn't. I get nippers. Well, that's what was in the treasure, right? I don't know. I don't know. That was the win condition, though. All right, I don't know. All right, let's run it again. But this time we're gonna look at what we can do. Was it a scabbard? Oh, I picked up silk pajamas. Houdini 7, you're right. You're right. All right. So we can create a new one, adventure menu. So this is the adventure creator. I'm hitting new. What's it doing? What's it doing? Okay, that just took me back to a quest. This is not how it operated on my other machine. At least I don't think it was. And maybe I'm not waiting long enough. Totally possible. All right, I want to do a new one, and it's flashing, right? What's it waiting on? Load. Disk. Quest 1. Search for Quest 1. There's no Quest 1. New? No. Autoplay? No. Edit? New password? No. Let's hit enter. Oh, okay. Well, we just did an edit. We didn't do... I wonder if... okay. So I assumed the function of when I hit new, it would take me into the edit mode instantly. But I think what's happening is, like Houdini 7 says, new equals clear, then edit, which is pretty typical of the time. I got you. All right. So we start out with a room and some things we can choose from. Hey, do you remember text adventure games where you could use some verbs and stuff and some nouns? Hey, look at this. So that's what we do. We can look around here. We can go, what do we think? Do I, let's see. We can, it's not real obvious what you need to do as well. Okay, so we've got, some of these things are related to other things. So I can do a build and I can build a space. I can change this here, right? And these are the things I can build. But you have to wait until you select it. Like, let's say we want a wall. And then we go to build, and then it gives us a cursor up in here in our work area, and we can build a wall. Why would you build a wall, Brian? All right, so here we go. Building a little wall here, a couple little barriers, right? And then I believe you hit the space bar to exit out of that. And then we want to make some doors. So the doors are only along the outside edges. And so let's say we want to make a door to the north and a door to the south. All right. You'll notice that we are in room number 1, right? You'll notice something else as well. So you got build the wall, right? Built the wall. You got doors, which we just did. And then you got gray. If you click on gray, you can choose a color for the room. It'll go through all of the, will it go through all 16? No, I think it just goes through the 8. Yeah, it goes through the 8 primaries. Now, you may be able to hold the shift button and do something different, but I don't think so. Why not the shift button? The Commodore button and then the control button. It looks like the same as, I think you're only able to choose the 8 colors. All right. We made some, so we built a wall. We made a couple of doors. We made purple. And let's see, we could clear everything we wanted to. We've got some creatures, right? We saw the creatures earlier. Let's see here. Okay, we're using the cat's head on the bee's body. Oh, that's not what I meant. I hit the, let's see. Okay, that puts that on the, okay, let's, how do I, okay, that's the face. I don't get a name. How about, Guilt? Let's give him Guilt. His name is Guilt. Color, we can choose a different color. The room is purple, so let's give him a yellow. Okay, so it can either be non-animated or animated. Assuming it also affects not only float speed, but also animation speed, but also its movement, I'm assuming. So normal. Guilt is a very animated name, right? Very. All right, so let's give him a slow. And he can either chase, hide, stand, bounce, random, guided, or let's go back and let's make him bounce. All right. And then if you can talk, ask, trade, give, accept, or he can zap you or pop you, or you can talk to him. I'm going to make him, let's give him the zaps. All right. So he's got a zap, right? All right, so we've made a creature in the creature lab. Name is Guilt. Color is yellow. He's kind of slow. Bounce. All right. And that should be it, right? Let's go back to zap, and I guess you hit the space. All right. When you hit the space, you then get to choose the character's starting point. And I'm going to make it over here. All right. And then we could put a treasure in here. A few old coins, maybe. Let's put some old coins, and we'll put it. Guilt is guarding that, right? All right. Tools. Okay, so we can put some tools in here, right? Tools, energy, shields, hobbles, torches, nippers. ferrets. Oh, pass the plunger. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to give you guys just a couple of seconds to get settled in, and then we're going to welcome in our good friend Chris. Pass the plunger, raiding in with a party of 20. Party of 20 for some table, please. Table for a party of 20. Welcome in. This is the 8-Bit Computer Club. We're playing some Commodore 64 adventure building game right now, Adventure Creator. That's not what we always do, but it's what we're doing this time. 62 Mike, what's up? Hello, hello. And welcome in Pass the Plunger and crew. Ad starts in 5 minutes. I don't think so. I'm going to put that on snooze. C64, my first computer back in the day. That I had, my VIC-20 was the first one I ever had, Chris, and then I moved on to the Commodore 64. And we are working with real hardware today, even though we've loaded this Adventure Creator up on our SD card in our Commodore 64 Ultimate Starlight Edition. And we've got, but we did bring out some of our floppy drives, and we're going to probably format a few things maybe a little later on, but right now we're just having a little bit of fun and hanging out. Julio, what's up? You got left behind in the raid. No, Julio is one of my favorite people out there, so I always make sure I say hi to Julio when I'm over there on Chris's channel, Pass the Plunger. The Mitch says the C64U was so much fun. Yes, I've got 62 Mike, thank you for the follow. So I've got the beige version on the way of the Slim Edition. They just have a new version of that. Axel, who was here earlier, is heading out to the Zap, the double Z Zap get together tomorrow, and he's in Paraphractic is supposed to be there. Retro Recipes. Christian is going to be there. That's the new CEO essentially of the Commodore brand. Mitch says I have a real C128, but I totally forgot about it. You thought about it? Yeah, so you totally thought about it. I have several 128s, real ones. Matter of fact, I just took down the 128 that was in here. I keep a 128 in my bedroom, in my cozy retro corner, and I was just programming last night on the 128. Never had a 128 growing up. I had the VIC-20, and then I had the Commodore 64. And my dad had the 128, but he never handed that particular one down, and that was okay because I was doing other things. I was 12 years old, I think, when I got my VIC-20, and so that's where I learned how to program. We used to get Computes Gazettes, and I would do type-ins. And so recently, with all the resurgence of the Commodore brand and these machines being released, I brought my old machines out, and I've been messing around with those. And our goal is to create an 8-bit game prototype by the end of the year. We've been talking about that a good bit. But the 8-Bit Computer Club, which we do every Friday night at 6:30 p.m., is a chance for all of our community members to get together and share their 8-bit stories and their 8-bit projects, of which there are quite a few. Mitch Frenzal says, I know loads of cats who are headed to Zap. Yes, I'm so jealous. Of course, it's over the pond for me. I can't go, but I would love to. Mitch says, to be fair, other than the quicker CPU, you are better off with the C64. Yeah, yes, you were absolutely correct. The C64 was my home, and I did a lot of basic programming, a lot of type-in programs, but I was only 12 to 14 during that time, and I really wanted to learn how to program in assembly and make my own stuff that I was learning in the type-ins. But another raid in, Baby Lanzul. Welcome in. Oh, hi, Baby Lanzul. We're going to give a shout out to Baby Lanzul just in a second, as soon as everybody gets in and hangs out. In the meantime, I'm going to give a shout out to our good friend Chris, Pass the Plunger. Chris, when's our next episode of what is it? Is it this? I always want to call it the Serial Podcast, but I know that's not right. Because I know that's a serial killer podcast. But if you're not following Pass the Plunger on Twitch, you should be. And also check out STJ and their YouTube channel for Late Night Cereal Podcast. That's it. Yeah, so the cereal is in we eat cereal and talk about the retro scene, right? Soon, not sure yet. Very good. But I always enjoy when those pop up in my feed. And so it's great. So thank you, Chris, for that raid. I know you probably got to head out, and but if not, come hang around for a little bit. We're going to continue to do a little bit of this adventure creator on the Commodore 64 Ultimate, and see how far we can get there. Joel, thank you for the follow this very minute. Thank you so much. Baby Lon Azul, what have you been doing on this Friday? What are you guys doing over there? Let's give a shout out to... Let's see if we give a shout out, if he'll tell us what you've been playing. Do I still have Frosty Tools loaded up? Thank you so much, and thank you for trusting your community for to drop in for a totally wholesome 8-bit computer club time. We're snoozing some ads. We don't have to deal with that. We do ads once an hour. They're 3-minute ads, but then you don't have to deal with it for another hour, so that's always good. Baby Lanzul says we do Friday community game night since the channel started. Great. We do that. We do a community game night with our community every the last Thursday of every month. I'm giving you a follow now. I'm already following you? Surely I'm already following you. Let's find out. Let's find out. But community games, what kind of games are you guys playing? So you play some retro, and also, yeah, I'm already following you. That's what I thought. Yeah, very good. Very good. But give a follow. So some community night games. What kind of games were you playing for community night? We like to play Jackbox party games and more retro kind of adjacent. We like to play Riff Tracks. If you haven't played that, it's a lot of fun. Mitch says if they ever need a super boring guest to talk about Jeff Minter, you know where I am. Mitch, was Jeff going to be at the Zap tomorrow? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember all the guests at Zap. We have a few community members heading that way tomorrow, and I am so jealous of all the groups. They're going to be there. Rob Hubbard is going to be there. Commodore 64 extraordinaire magician. Yeah, Jeff Minter from Llamasoft is going to be there. I met Jeff Minter, says 62 Mike says, I met Jeff Minter at Blackpool last year. Very good. Have you lot seen Hayes has been up to? He's made an online Commodore 64 emulator that you can net play on. I have not. I'll have to write that down and make sure I check it out. You met Jeff and Andy Braybrook. I believe, yeah, they're going to be there tomorrow, right? Or is that, no, I was thinking of Matt and Fred Gray. I saw last names and like, oh yeah. But yeah, so, oh my gosh, I wish I was able to go to something like that, just over the pond. Can't go like that. But yeah, I've been trying to get some momentum over here on this side of the pond with an 8-bit computer club. And that's what we do. Baby, yeah. Baby Lonzul, thank you so much. Sorry to raid and fade. Nope. Got to take care of my pups. Do it. That's the reason why I raid. Because my time is over is when I raid, right? So thank you for raiding in. Thank you for bringing your community with us. And we're going to continue looking at this adventure creator. We was just trying to kind of go through it. We're doing this with our wireless controller here. And we are doing this from our Commodore 64 Ultimate, and we're trying to see about some game mechanics because we're developing an 8-bit game, and we're just trying to see what's kind of fun. I've already got a pretty good write-up on what I want to do, but just trying to look around a little bit and just see what's out there, right? All right, so we can put tools, ferrets, we can put treasures in here. So we're going to put a bag of ferrets right there, right? A couple of bag of ferrets. Also this, by the way, we've got an ARMsid in our Commodore 64 Ultimate, and so now everything that goes to the SID also goes to the lights. And so there are flashing lights, and we'll be looking at some demos from the scene as well, from the Commodore scene demo, as well as some that are loaded up here on the Commodore 64 Ultimate already. All right. We've made a couple of doors. We're in room 1. We've got to have some place to go to. So let's go to room 2. It automatically builds a blank room, right? We're going to build a wall just right in the middle of this one. All right, we're going to do that. And we're going to make this one, I think we're just going to make this one green. So we're going to go from there to there. We're going to need a door to come through on, right? So we're going to need a door right there. Does it have to be aligned with the other door? Or does it just know? So we've got, let's go back down. That is definitely not aligned, right? So I guess we'll have to, I guess we'll find out in a second here. Okay, so we've got one room. Okay, so the north wall exits into room 2. Okay, north wall exits in room 2. South wall, we'll just make it exit in room 2 as well until we build another room. And then let's see, let's go up to room 2. And we will have that door, the south door, exit into 1. And let's see, let's just test to see. All right, we started here. Okay, and it's not going through. So that tells me that we need to move that wall, because it does have to apparently. Oh, hot wall. What is a hot wall? I guess if you touch it, it hurts. Hot wall. Hot wall coming through, fellas. Well, I'm even doing this anyway, so you need to be doors. You need to be looking at doors, so let's move it over 1. And I think, yeah, I think it needs to be here. All right. Get the space bar, and now let's test it again. All right. Ah, there we go. All right, so now we've got running through here. We got guilt chasing us. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it will not go. Oh, because we'll have to have a north wall for it to come in. Okay. I'm getting it. I'm getting it now. So let's build another door. And I think it was exactly above the other one, right? All right. And then let's... The north wall will exit into room 1. And... All right, let's see. Let's see if it goes like we think it. Ah, there we go. Look at this. All right, now we have entered the chamber of guilt. Now guilt can hurt us, right? All right, so we got some ferrets. We found some few old coins, right? Oh, I got a shield here. All right, so no pain when that happens. Does the second button swipe? Do I have to have a sword or something to... Oh, look at that. Okay, so he is taking my health for sure. How about my wealth? Is he taking my wealth as well? I'm not sure. Let's find out though. Watch what happens when I get... Boy, you want to talk about rumble effect? Look at... That really adds something to it, right? All right. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't set a win scenario. So we're just going to end up running through this constantly with no win scenario. So let's see. Win, edit. Okay. No, we don't put a password in there. So what is the win scenario here? Clear, name. Maybe we name it. This is what we'll do. So let's name it, yeah, Haventure. We're going to have a Haventure. Just clear that out. Nuke says, reminds me of Simon Says game because of the bleeps and the bloops. Yeah, I can see that. The bleeps and the bloops. Oh, look at this. We got 64 viewers right now on Twitch. How appropriate. How appropriate is that? All right. Let's see here. Title. Guilty. Oh, helps if you spell it right, though, right? There we go. Houdini 7. Who's Houdini 7 is our treasurer, right? Is follow and sub. Don't forget to follow and sub. All right, Kim. Kim Kong, the new 64, the Slim, the C64C, looks awesome. And I've pre-ordered mine, and it's supposed to be here September. So I'm looking forward to that. Dale is not the author. Instead, it's going to be the community, Mission Deep Community. That's us here, right? All right. And goal. So this is where we put the goal. So find a treasure, collect wealth, find a treasure. So what was in the ferrets? Are ferrets a treasure? Peacock feather, crystal shallots, a diamond pendant, a silver toothpick, a pouch of gold dust, a bronze idol. Listen to that. That's fun. Kim Kong says, did you do those custom lights in your OGs? I did not. I did not. This is the Commodore 64 Ultimate that I ordered. I got the Starlight edition. So this is the Starlight edition, and it's already programmed in, and it's way cool. This is set in by default as a PAL machine, which is really good for running the demos and things from the demo scene. Ivory scabbard, a diamond pendant, a pouch of gold dust, a silver toothpick, a bronze idol, some silk pajamas. Energy ratio starts at 1000. You'll have to find some silk pajamas. So what we're going to do is we're just making this, we're just finding our footing here. So let's, we're going to put some treasure over here, and we're going to find the silk pajamas. We're going to put it there, and let's add a creature in here. Let's make it one of these little cat creatures. I wonder how you... How do you change the feet? Oh, there we go. There it went. Huh. Wonder why. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. This guy is named Fuzz. We're going to call him Fuzz. I'm going to make him a color since we got a purple room. So let's... no. What was the room color we did? Was it green? I'm trying to remember. We're going to make him yellow just to be safe. We're going to make him fast, and we're going to make him hide. And when we get him here, we're going to ask, we'll talk to him. So let's have him say something. What? It will be his question. So you finally catch him, and he's going to say what? What a jerk. What an absolute jerk. All right, we're going to place him over here, right? All right, and let's see. So let's go back to room 1. All right. And now let's test it. Okay, so we've got Guilt. He's gonna come around. He's gonna zap us whenever he can. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the ferrets. We're gonna pick up a few coins. Drink Coke all day. That's what I'm talking about. Drinking Coke. Matter of fact, I got my Diet Dr. Pepper over here. All right. Look at this guy. So we've entered the chamber of Fuzz, right? So what's green for 2? So yellow is a good choice. Good neutral color. He is running a lot faster than us, but we can take some angles. Looks like he is mostly running. All right. Heed my words. What? All right. And so if we go here and open this, we found the sick pajamas. And there you go. Kim Kong wants to know, was this originally for the ZX? That's a really good question. I'm not sure. But we could always find out, right? Because we got I'm still looking for a real ZX Spectrum, since they live in the United States. I didn't have really much access to the Specky, right? But I did pick up the Retro Games Specky, and we can certainly load that up, right? So that's the Adventure Creator in its purest, simplest form. I think that's pretty cool. We'll have to figure out a bigger adventure here to make with a little bit of story. But I think over the next couple of weeks, maybe we'll just kind of just keep building on this. So let's go ahead and do a save on this adventure. So cassette or disc, we're going to use disc, but we'll need to mount it, right? So let's go. This is a cart, so we're going to go mount our 8-bit computer club. Oh, did I? I don't have that disc. Did it get pulled out? Sometimes this SAM disc doesn't work very well. We need to get a better USB. I say this every week. I need a better one. Right, Monkey? Every time. Oh, really? Mitch Frenzal says they did a couple of commercial games with this thing. It's pretty good. Well, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. we'll have to see if we can do the same, right? We'll have to see if we can sell some. 8-Bit Computer Club is mount the disk. All right, now we should be able to save to disk. Let's disk quest. That quest was quest 1, and so we're saving quest 1 onto that disk. And if you mean Suik, you should see the version we use now is being it's been modded to old Billio. Oh no, what? Interesting. Oh, okay. That's the one, says Kim Kong. I need to brush up on the latest tools. Yeah. Oh, we got an ad coming in. So if you guys just rated in, we do 3-minute ads once an hour, but then it's out of the way. It's out of the way. So if you need to take a pee break, take a run, or grab something to drink, maybe a drink of Coke all day, you can do that. We won't leave you far behind, and we'll be right back, and we'll just kind of hang out and talk a little bit until you guys get back. We appreciate. Or just sub, it says Houdini 7. If you just sub, you don't get any ads at all. So there you go. Hello Kitty says 8-Bit Computer Club is mounting the disc. Get that sound drop. Oh, that's right. So let's talk about just for a minute. We do another podcast called Play Retro, and we just played Jet Force Gemini. Something I haven't played before on the N64. Had a lot of fun with that. Snogpitch says, "Call the breaks drink and drain." I like that. I think I'm gonna take that advice. I'm gonna drink and drain. Yeah, I love that. That's good stuff. What was it? Oh yeah. So Ender Panda. Yeah, we where's my mouse at? I kind of missed what you said there. Love the Jet Force Gemini episode. Wanted to stop by and comment on how great I remember it being. Didn't get the chance. Yes, first time play for me on the Jet Force Gemini, and I had a blast, and would recommend. I didn't get as far as I wanted to. It's a Rare game, literally Rare, the company, made for the N64. It was one of their lowest sellers, so you may have never seen it or heard it. Came out near the end of the N64 life cycle. And we talked all about that this past week on the Play Retro Show on Wednesday night, as well as watching a cartoon I had never seen before on Watch Retro afterwards. That was called the Bots Maker, I believe, a 90s cartoon that made it half season, which is 13 episodes in the States. And it was kind of neat. They had the worst, best intro song where the robots are rapping old style, way old for the 90s, right? But yeah, that was great. Take a run or pee break, but please don't take a runny pee break since Puppy get drought. Puppy, what's up? I'm gonna take myself a drink break. Puppy says, my nephews had the toys. Some of the characters were amazing. I love the bad guys. That's what's great about 80s and 90s cartoons. Just the best bad guys ever. What's his name? Dr. Hiss or something like that. He's great. You had the toys. Your kids had your nephews had the toys. It was from a show, but I never knew what they meant until this last Watch Retro. Really, that's great. But yeah, I really I enjoyed that one. Bug-eyed Dr. Hiss. Yeah, like he had some problems. He was hissing and everything. I think he was leaking actually. But yeah, that was interesting. What else did we watch? We continued our watch of the Mighty Orbots. That's been a great watch. We're on episode 5. There's only 13 of those as well. The animation is hit or miss, and I think we had more hit than miss this time around. It was basically one of those, is essentially one of those episodes where your superhero or your primary character has to go up against itself, essentially. So there was like an evil version of Mighty Orbots. Welcome back. We got a whole hour now. Welcome back. Hope that wasn't too painful. And as was suggested, maybe we'll start calling those breaks the drink and drain. Thank you for that, Snog Pitch. Pitch, that's a good one. But don't worry, we didn't leave without you. We waited for you. We talked about Watch Retro, which is where we watch some cartoons, me and Scott, and Play Retro, where we played Jet Force Gemini. A lot of fun. Boop, boop, ba-doop. So let's see. So we'll keep editing on this one, and we'll come up with like a little adventure. And I can make this available for download on the Discord server or something. I can throw it out there. If you got Vice, you can do it. Or if you got some kind of a Kung Fu Flash, or if you've got like a Commodore 64 Ultimate, you can transfer it over. But if you guys are interested in iterating or building on the adventure maker here, we can certainly do that. Let's try one more. I don't. So far on the pre-made ones, the auto stuff, what happens if I just go to play? Okay, so if I go to play, it goes to the whole thing. It gives us our little intro, and I guess the character is determined by the first room. No, not necessarily. I wonder if those are randomized. Oh, you guys, yeah, Mitch, I saw you and Kim talking about that other application. I'm interested in that too. So okay, so that's pretty cool. It makes its own little intro screen. That's pretty neat. I like it. I like that. All right. Oh, and there it went. I just activated my shields. Might as well go use them up. No, I guess not. All right, that's fine. How do we get out of this one here? Unsure. Okay, that's no big deal. All right, so that's pretty cool. I like that. We did save it, but I can send that out to you guys. Now, let's see. Was also going to try to look at another one, but I don't know if I have that available. There was one that was it. Who suggested it in the Discord server? Let's see. Let me get down there. I'll post the link to the Discord server, by the way. If you're not part of the Discord server, I'm on Chris's Pass the Plunger Discord server as well, like hanging out there from time to time. Has he done any Laserdisc parties lately? I don't think he has. Captain Kipper suggested EA's Adventure Construction Set. Captain says, I owned this and used it to make a game out of the starter module for the Top Secret RPG. And then David Akers posted the Adventure Creator for the Atari. This is a spinner title. I'll take you along real quick for that ride. Let's take a look real quick here. Nope. That's just my Twitch. You're double twitching right now. Look at that. Look at all the double twitching you got going on. There we go. And so, yep, there's Captain Kipper. And then this is the one from David. He's got the real card for the Atari, which we have one of. I have an Atari 800. Maybe I need to order that cart. I can also play around on that. I wonder how you save it. Can you save it to disk as well? Is David here right now? Unsure. Mitch says, I'm on top of C64 affairs. It's kind of my thing. Yeah, me too. Me too. It is 8-bit computers in general, but Commodore 64 specifically that's my wheelhouse. That's my hub. That's where I'm trying to build these 8-bit this 8-bit computer game that I'm wanting to do. So let's see what else we got here. Do you have, Mitch? Did you have the Commodore 64 Ultimate? I have two Commodore 128s, a functional Commodore 64 with Jiffy DOS, and I have a Commodore 16 that is not functional. I'm working on it. And of course I got the Ultimate, and then I have the Ultimate Slim coming. I probably need at least one more Commodore 64, and I thought I had another one somewhere but I haven't seen it. So I'm like, did I put it somewhere and I've forgotten where it's at? I don't know. You know what? I think it is time, though. We haven't done a demo in a minute. If anybody has a demo you would like us to play, let me know. In the meantime, let's watch a demo. The Last Truck Stop 3. Did we watch this one? Let's find out here. This comes with the Commodore 64 Ultimate loaded on the second disc ever. The very second. The Last Truck Stop 3 was released on August the 4th, 2019. I want to say there was a Monkey. If you're ever curious about which ones come on the Commodore 64 Ultimate and you don't have one, you can always go to Commodore.net. And I believe it's under, let's see, they moved some stuff around, but I think it's under accessories. Is that right? No, that's not right. Community? No, they've moved stuff. Oh, I don't know. It was something like Just Play or something. What is it? Press Play. That's it. Yeah, if you go to Commodore.net/press play, you will see the games and the music and yeah, right here. So you can see games, music, demos, GOS, tools, and let's see, there's 3 by there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 30 more. 30, 11, 12. Oh wow, it's 60 something maybe, something like that. It's getting close to it, if not. Mitch says one of those games is called Age of Adventure, Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. There's another one that is Hercules based. I forget the title though. All right, I'm going to have to commit those to memory. Let me let's do this too. Let's do this. Let's do the Discord. Oh, you already did it. I think Monkey already did. Monkey, did you already do that, or did it just announce itself? Well, sometimes I definitely know Moobot posted on Twitch, but I'm also going to post it again so that it will get repeated over on YouTube. That's the Discord server. Come over there. There's a lot of great people. We all just hang out. There's what, like, I don't know. We got like 400 or 500 members strong. And Captain Kipper, you going to bed? Have fun. Thank you so much, Captain Kipper. I'm going to try to get that EA content creator thing done too. All of those demos I don't get a greet on, says Mitch. What? Why not? What? All those demos I don't get a greet on? Come on. Come on. I'm being told the return of Hercules. Heracles? Heracles? Not Hercules? Why am I reading Hercules? All right. Oh, Fairlight. This is a Fairlight one, so we love Fairlight. Always do great stuff. I think we might have seen this one, but that's okay. We can watch it again. MayorMcCheese has been doing a great job of cataloging those on the YouTube channels, putting the chapters on them. And I just need to go back through and figure that out. Okay. So it says we have more than one drive on the bus because we do have our physical drives in here. Let me turn this off and we'll just unplug those other drives. It's spelled like that in the game, says my Mitch. I know loads of groups I moan about not getting a greet on loads of really? Yeah, okay. Dude, I would love, so one of our dreams, and I don't know how realistic it is I would like to eventually become part of a group or start our own little group. I don't see myself competing with all these great groups that are out there, but I would like to, play around a little bit, get to know how all that stuff is done. And just, I'm a historian more than anything. And I love learning about all of that. So, absolutely. That's awesome, Mitch. Yeah, where's yours at? Come on, where's it at? Greet me already. All right, let's, but man, I would love to have like a demo appreciation event or something around here and just have people show off their skills. Fairlight. I have a tool set from those guys as well. Let's check it out. Let's check out this demo from Fairlight, and I'll try to get the deets up here on screen here in just a second. Watch X-Files last. And let's also take a look at, let's let the warning flashing lights. Misses a Noah Cat and Scoop X. Scoop X. who might help you out. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sarge Pantaloon. Oh, look at this. Gorgeous. Oh, gotta get the details in this thing real quick. Hold on a second. Last truck stop 3? Yeah, Fairlight. There it is. Oh man, look at that. I want this to be a game. Mitch, I want an Amiga so bad I can't stand it. I got my eye on a 500. I have a Mr. FPGA which I can emulate it on, but I really want to get into the Amiga scene. I haven't watched too many of the demos on the Amiga yet. Truck Stop Alaska. Yeah. Flip that disc. Love the color palette. Mitch says if you can get a 1200, do that, or a 600. They're easier to mod. I'm on it. It says Sarge has been killing it lately. Did you see Mojo? I believe we did see that one. Let me look at that one. I would love to see this in a big format. Oh, this is good. At X 2023. Mitch says 500 is nice, but harder to mess with. That's the only one I really saw in the US available on eBay. I need to find more resources, like some meetups, but I haven't had any luck so far. Not where I live at anyway. Forte Girl, what is up? Mitch has some good information to know though, because I have almost zero knowledge about Amiga. So man, yeah, I will take any advice. I do like to mod stuff, so that's good. Forte Girl, what is up? We teamed up with a random group. That's right, you were doing the thing tonight. Tied for second place in the DCC Trivia. That is awesome. Second place, that is awesome. Oh, you missed all the fun things. But don't worry, there's a VOD. We still got more to come. Oh, I say that. We're already at 3 hours. I told the fam I was going to do 2. What a liar you are, Brian. What a liar you are. Oh, I love this effect. This is always a cool effect. Mitch says, I can introduce you to some British Amiga cats. I know quite a few. Absolutely, Mitch. Yeah, the US, I've been trying to just get the ball rolling over here. I know there's places, but I can't seem to locate anybody local, it'd be nice to have a meetup, because a lot of this stuff is just, it's just hard to source just by going on the internet. Like, I would love a 1702 monitor or 1802 monitor. Just haven't been able to secure one yet for the Commodore. Right, Tonda says he promised more to come. 12-hour stream. By the way, if you're not following Tondagasa, you should be following Tondagasa. Great retro streamer. Also introduced me to the Mr. FPGA. Love that. And then we had a community member send me an extra one back when we were first starting the pandemic. It made my life a lot better. And now we're doing Commodore 64 FPGA stuff. So love real hardware, but FPGA's a blast. Shout out to Tondagasa. Tonda will be doing a big old fast stream tomorrow around noon. I'll be hanging out there as well. A huge thanks to Babylon Zool for the raid earlier, as well as Pass the Plunger. Good old Chris. If you're not following Chris, you should be. Pass the Plunger's great. Got some real hardware over there. Babylon Zool, I gotta get more into that. Had their community event tonight. Our community event's not too far in the future. We're about halfway through the month already. That is a way cool effect. Look at that. That's awesome. Twisties! It's got the twisties! The Last Truck Stop, brought to you by Fairlight. Released on the web, I believe, but premiered at Datastorm 2019. You can see that release over there on the Commodore Scene Database.dk. Some good stuff. Mitch says, they say that can't be done on a Commodore 64. They talk a lot, though. All right, so I'll be hanging out with Tondagasa tomorrow for sure. So be sure to check that out around lunch. That's Eastern time for me, 12. Be hanging out there. Well as doing some 8-bit stuff tomorrow around the office. Got a lot of stuff to do. Got an Apple IIe Platinum that we picked up this past week. It needs some power supply love. Darn old common problem. It let the smoke out. Scott, Rich, repeat. Here at the end again. Oh no. Yeah, gag stolen from Pulp Fiction. That's right. All right. Hey, we're gonna run over to check out Atari Beer Pong, who's doing the RNG Fridays. Viewer request: Atari, Sega, Nintendo, and DOS games. As usual, we like to hang out with the people with FPGAs and the real hardware. Not the other people aren't cool. That's just who we vibe with. Amiga Bill. Oh, can you see if you can find? Yeah, we can. Would you rather raid in on Amiga Bill? I ran into. He's an American Amiga cat. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we raid in on Atari Beer Pong every Friday night. So I mean, yeah. Amiga Bill sounds familiar. I think I don't know if I went there via Joey, that girl Joey, or if I'm pretty sure I follow Amiga Bill. What's his handle, though? Oh, not as a raid. Just in terms of American Amiga stuff. Okay, I thought he might have a thing. Oh, okay, then we'll raid on Atari Beer Pong then. That's who we usually raid in on Fridays, because he's a good guy. He keeps it rolling, right? He keeps it rolling. He's a good, safe place for us to land. We don't have to keep it super wholesome. We like to keep it PG-13, right? Oh, thank you so much, 410 Girls. Congratulations on that second place tie. Looking forward to seeing you again next week. When we look at some more, software, right? I was say, why am I not showing up here? I forgot to turn my cam link off there. There we go. Amiga Bill, I'll do it. Mitch, thank you so much for the tips, man. I need as much as I can get. Because I would definitely love to get into the Amiga scene. Get more into that. Hello Kitty says, raid time. Let's raid in on it. Let's do it. Yep, Amiga Bill. I know that name. I've seen him before. He'll know. All right. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out this Friday. And we're back next week on the same time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out the 8-Bit Computer Club. We do this every week. And I'll be back on Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for some Play Retro gameplay. This week we're playing Gun Star. Oh, what are we playing? What are we playing? It's a Genesis game. Gun Star Heroes. That's not right. Let's raid. The raid's happening whether we want it or not. We're raiding in. Thank you. Time to see you tomorrow.